All right, John Gunn, thank you very much. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to a beautiful night here to end the regular season at Wiseman Field, where tonight the Torrington Trailblazers will wind up that regular season, hosting one of their old adversaries from way back in Absaraka Conference days, the Newcastle Dogies come to town. And guys, just a beautiful night for football. We learned earlier this afternoon we're going to have 3 home playoff games in the county coming up next week with not only these Blazers, but also Southeast and Lingle. But to top off the night and to top off the weekend, it's the regular season finale. Can you believe, guys, that we're already to this point? Wow.
It's crazy. I haven't had the pleasure to watch Torrington in a while, but just thinking about this before the game, guys, what a great tune-up game going into hosting a playoff game next week.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, you talk about the weather. Oh, man, you can't ask for a better night than what we have tonight. Torrington kind of knows their fate right now going into the playoffs. And what an exciting time for Goshen County with football right now, having all 3 teams, knowing that they're going to be hosting. That means they've all had a good year.
Definitely, and like we'll hear from Russell Steinmetz coming up here in the interview, no resting of players tonight, guys. This was a bitter pill for the Blazers to swallow last year in Newcastle when they went down to defeat to the Dogies for the first time in 16 years last year. That kept them out of the playoffs, so they want this one tonight. Should be something. So stay with us. Plenty of ways to hear us tonight. 99.9 KGOS Cinch Country FM, also KGOS KERM on the web, and the KGOS Sports YouTube channel. Big thanks to our sponsors bringing you this and every game throughout the regular and postseason as the Blazers will host Cokeville next week in the first playoff game. Cokeville comes to town once again. Unbelievable. But anyway, we'll go through those scores, how that transpired and everything with a big score last night in Class 2A. But first we'll talk with head coach Russell Steinmetz. We'll do that right after this 90-second break.
Do you need a taxidermist this hunting season? 157 Skullworks is your new local taxidermist in Goshen County. 157 Skullworks specializes in skull mounts for all game animal. 157 Skullworks will never boil your skulls, instead using other techniques to create the highest quality mounts at affordable prices. 157 Skullworks will pick up and drop off trophies anywhere in Goshen County. Go to 157skullworks.com to make your trophy last a lifetime.
This is Wade Brew, Market President with Pinnacle Bank. Pinnacle Bank has been serving the lending needs of farmers, ranchers, and commercial business owners of the Wyobraska area, where we've called home for over 100 years. Let us put our resources to work for you with local decision-making from a family-owned bank. Give us a call or visit us at www.wypinnbank.com. Pinnacle Bank, Torrington and Mitchell, the way banking should be. Member FDIC.
Healthcare should be easy. At Banner Health Torrington Community Hospital, feel free to set your pace and choose your path. Torrington Community Hospital offers new technologies, in-state specialists, and the healthcare professionals you know, for a road less traveled and a familiar face along the way. Torrington Community Hospital, providing a wide scope of care, helping you make healthcare easier so that life can be better.
Grant Jones back on the pregame show. Final regular season football game, and tonight it's at home with the Blazers hosting Newcastle. Joined now by head coach Russell Steinmetz of the Torrington Trailblazers. And Russell, look back to last week. Blazers go on the road for the final time in the regular season and come away from Sundance with a big 35-6 victory against the combined school Patriots. This is becoming a thing for you now. You start out of the gates quickly and have been jumping on teams, and it puts them in situations they don't want to be in on both sides of the ball, and you did it again last week up north.
Yeah, hand it to the offense. Hand it to defense first, getting a stop, and then our offense gets out and has a great successful drive and caps it with a touchdown. So, no, just hand it to both sides of the ball, and players are making plays and getting things done.
Looking back this year, can you point to a time in the season when this started to turn for you and when you really started putting things together, or do you feel like this was in the kids all season long?
No, I think when we open with pretty tough schedule, non-conference schedule against Gearing and then Mitchell, it's tough, but we just didn't really have an identity at that time. Players were starting to, get their chemistry down, everything like that, the timing with passes. I mean, just a bunch of different things, but I can't pick one time that it comes out, but I think it was just, happens over the season.
Another dominant defensive performance last Friday, Russ. At one point, I looked down at my stat sheet in the second half, and it was completely blank on the Patriots side. No penalties, no turnovers, and the biggie, no first downs until that final drive when the subs were in the game. Don't ever recall seeing that before, having that happen to me that late in the game. It was not only a no-break defense, it was a no-bend defense as well. Nice work.
Yeah, it was a great job. The secondary guys just kept everybody in front. Upton Sundance, they were throwing the ball all over the place, and just we had pressure in Mills' face, and then he couldn't see his receivers either scramble or throw the ball away. So, no, it was a great job all the way for the defense.
Efficiency comes to mind on the offensive side of the ball. You come in knowing you're going to have to get the passing game going at least a little bit, and a nice touchdown to Greiman in the second half. But I thought once again the key to your run game was technically sound up front, and I thought you stayed on blocks better this game maybe than any other this season.
Yeah, I thought we stayed on blocks. I still would like to see us get to the second level and block the linebackers better, wall those guys off, and then also a little bit better blocks out of our receivers on the outside so that we can get those big chunk plays, because when we're blocking downfield is when our backs are able to spurt free and get 20-plus yards on a run.
On to the task at hand tonight, Russ, and the Newcastle Dogies come to town. First of all, even though it's been a full schedule, 9 games for the Blazers, can you believe that we've already reached the end of the regular season? Must be the weather that makes us all feel like it shouldn't be at the end, but whatever it is, it's been awfully quick getting to this point.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't seem that long ago we were over in Mitchell, and then we were in Wheatland. So, I mean, it does not seem that way. And, I mean, it's been fun. It's been a great journey with these boys, and I've enjoyed this season.
And really, it's not the end yet. We all know that. You go into last Friday just hoping to clinch a playoff berth and come out of the night not only having done that, but also securing a 2 seed in a home playoff game next week. So that's exciting.
Yeah, excited whenever you get to host a playoff. One, make it to playoffs. That's your first goal. And then when you get to host a playoff game, it's even better. So just a little icing on the cake there.
Coaches don't like to talk about this, but you do have some options tonight. Do you give any thought at this point to resting players since you were locked in at a 2 seed regardless of tonight's outcome?
No. I mean, we're going out for the victory for tonight. If we need to play the starters until the very end, we're going to play them if we need to. 1 for the victory, and then also just 2, so therefore we stay sharp for next week.
And not that this has anything to do with it either, but I remember the feeling, and I'm sure it's amplified with you, the pit in the stomach after Newcastle sent you home, ending your playoff hopes at the end of last season. Any retribution feelings this year from that at all heading into this rematch?
Absolutely. Been thinking it for 360 days, whatever it is. Yeah, I want to win this game just like every other game. Just want to get out of it healthy also.
You've had the ball thrown on you galore the past few weeks. A lot of that from your early lead on teams, but as you look at Newcastle on film this week, maybe you won't see that. What do you feel like you'll see from them, and what's your defensive plan tonight?
Going back and watching some films, the way that they attacked Bighorn's defense with a little bit more outside run, spread formations, fly sweeps, fake fly sweeps, quarterback keep, stuff like that. That's what I see a little bit more of. But I know that we'll have some real tight, almost double wing-ish offensive plays by them that they send several guys to the point of attack and counters coming back off that. So I know that they'll have that for us, but also I see some spread. And, when they are in their spread, that's not their forte of this Dogie team tonight. So hopefully we get them out of their regiment.
Offensively, anything you don't want to show to kind of keep for playoff games, or everything on the table tonight?
We're going to put everything on the table tonight, because that way we put more on film, more things that people have to prepare for next week. So we do want to be smart, take care of the ball, get the business trip done here.
Injury-wise, I saw Riggs lumber to the sideline slowly in the second half last week. Not sure that I saw anything else. How's the health of your team heading into the final week?
Yeah, Riggs just been battling a little bit of a knee injury, and then we actually have an ankle injury with Shields tonight, babying him along throughout the week. But both those guys are just tough. They want to be on the field for their teammates, for this team, for the school. So I know that those kids will push through everything so that they are on the field.
Well, big congrats to you, Russ, and your staff and your kids for what's been accomplished so far this year. Let's finish off strong tonight, heading into the playoffs. Good luck, have fun. We look forward to talking with you after the game.
All right, absolutely. Thank you, guys.
Head coach Russell Steinmetz of the Torrington Trailblazers right back here on the pregame show after this.
Are you planning a kitchen remodel but don't know where to start?
Hi, this is Dan Shields from Century Lumber. Start with semi-custom diamond cabinets and Century Lumber. Diamond cabinets offer the latest door styles and finishes at an affordable price. I can walk you through all the features and benefits and provide a free estimate and expert design. Stop in and turn that vision of your dream kitchen into a reality with the help of Century Lumber Center in Torrington.
Specializing in custom cattle feeding, Dinklage Feed Yards features old-fashioned reliability and commitment to create better feeding and marketing opportunities, including specialty programs such as Verified Natural and NHTC. Dinklage ranks as the top choice of progressive cattle feeders throughout the country, and our financing department offers a prompt, convenient, and competitive response to our customers' cattle or feed financing needs. Make Dinklage a part of your team and allow us to maximize your profits. Dinklage Feed, East Highway 26, Torrington.
Domino's carryout deal means you can carry out one-topping pizzas for $7.99 each when you order online or by phone. Just in case there's any confusion, we've even set up a helpful website to confirm if today is a day you can carry out one-topping pizzas for $7.99 each. Just go to howaboutotoday.com to find out if Domino's carryout deal is valid today. Spoiler alert, it is. Carryout only. Ask for this offer. Availability and charges may vary. Size availability varies by crust type. Excludes XL and specialty. Your local store may charge extra for some toppings and sauces.
Welcome back to Wiseman Field, everybody. Grant Jones, Lance Petch, and Ryan Kaith alongside, getting all set for the regular season finale, Newcastle at Torrington. Well, let's take a swing through scores from Class 2A last week and also last night. I didn't write it down, but it's etched in my head from last night. So last week it was Bighorn over Tongue River. That was a big win for the Rams. That secured the number one spot in Class 2A East, and sent the second loss on Tongue River. That score 14-7. Wheatland blasted Burns 55-0. It was Cokeville over Thermopolis 35-6. Newcastle beat Glenrock 35-13. Lovell blanked Kimmerer 50-0. It was Lyman over Rich County, Utah 36-13. Mountain View over Pinedale 42-6. And as we said earlier, Torrington defeated Upton Sundance 35-6. So, heading into the final night of regular season football, Class 2A East goes this way. The number 1 and 2s are locked. Bighorn will win the conference with a 6-0 record. Torrington will place second in 2A East this year at a 5-1 mark right now. Tongue River and Wheatland, that's still to be decided. Both teams 4-2. Both teams play each other in Wheatland tonight. We'll try to keep up on that score. On the outside looking in of the playoffs, Upton Sundance 2-4, Newcastle 2-4, Burns 1-5, Glenrock 0-6. So, some jumbling in the polls this week, Class 2A. 1, 2, 3, 4 stays the same, but a new entry into the 5th spot this week. Mountain View stays atop the polls at 1, Bighorn 2nd, Lovell 3rd, Cokeville 4th, and back into the top 5 after the first week of the regular season, the Torrington Trailblazers in at the 5th spot. Games tonight, Burns is at Bighorn, Upton Sundance is at Glenrock, Newcastle at Torrington, Tongue River at Wheatland, Cokeville at Lyman. That ball game was last night, and the Lyman Eagles shut out the Cokeville Panthers 12-0. There were score differentials at play in that tiebreaker out west, and so what it means is that Cokeville now, after that loss, does not host a playoff game. In fact, they come in 3rd in Class 2A West, and they will be on their way to Wiseman Field next week for the third time in 4 years to open up the playoffs. Unbelievable stat right there. Mountain View is at Kemmerer tonight. Thermopolis at Lovell. That has playoff implications. The winner of Thermopolis Lovell is the 4 seed out west. And Rich County at Pinedale tonight. Well, checking the stats in this game, a lot closer than one might think if you look at the records. Both these teams pretty statistically close throughout. In fact, team rushing-wise, Newcastle leads Torrington in that department. The Dogies second in the state, 246 yards a game, 42 attempts per game, so they run the ball a lot, 16 rushing touchdowns. The Blazers fifth in the state, 204 rushing yards a game, 34 attempts per game, and 23 rushing touchdowns. Passing-wise, the Blazers a little better than Newcastle. Torrington, ninth in the state, although they don't throw the ball that much. 98 yards a game, 8 completions a game, 3 touchdowns by way of the air, 5 interceptions. Newcastle 12th in the league, 58 yards a game through the air, 5 completions per game. So the Dogies don't throw it all that much. 2 touchdowns, 7 interceptions, though. Team offense-wise, both these teams neck and neck. Newcastle 7th, Torrington 8th. The Dogies 304 yards a game, 18.4 points per game, 18 touchdowns, 18 turnovers. The Blazers right behind them in 8th, 302 yards a game, 26.2 points per game, 26 touchdowns, 10 interceptions. Defensively, that's where the Blazers have an edge tonight. Number 2 against the run, Torrington is. Just allowing 92 yards a game, 7 touchdowns on the ground, 50 tackles for loss this year. Newcastle 7th in the state, 156 yards a game allowed on the ground, 15 rushing touchdowns. Pass defense-wise, the Blazers 10th against the pass, 101 yards allowed per game, 7 touchdowns through the air, 14 interceptions. Newcastle 14th against the pass, 160 yards a game allowed through the air, 13 touchdowns, 10 interceptions. Total it all up, team defense-wise, Torrington second in the state, 192 yards a game allowed, 13.9 points per game allowed, 19 turnovers forced. Newcastle 10th in the state, 316 yards a game allowed, 31.6 points per game allowed, and have forced 17 turnovers. Individually, we got a couple of running backs that are about tops in the state. Torrington Caden Riggs is 3rd in the state, 95 yards a game, 6 rushing touchdowns. And Newcastle's wonder freshman, Landon Hathaway, number 25, we'll call his number a lot tonight, 94 yards a game, 8 rushing touchdowns. Passing-wise, Bryce Hager, 9th in the state, 90 yards a game, a 45.7% completion percentage, 3 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. Punt return-wise, let's get to the specialties here. Landry Griman, 3rd in the state, 19.2 yards per attempt, and also Ryan Morehouse, with the punt return, 8th in the state, 7.2 yards per attempt. Kickoff-wise, Caden Riggs, 3rd in the state, 52.2 yards per attempt. He has 5 touchbacks. And defensive-wise, Bryce Hager, the leading defender for either squad here tonight, 13th in the state, 13.9 defensive points a game, 26 assisted, 26 unassisted tackles, 16 tackles for loss, 10 sacks. Cole Erb for Newcastle, the best Dogie defender tonight. Erb is 25th in the state at 12.6 defensive points a game, 16 assisted, 25 unassisted tackles, 9 tackles for loss, 3 sacks. Also in the stats, Caden Romig, 26th in the state, Ty Bennett, 33rd in the state, Mac Hibben, 44th in the state. A break here at Wiseman Field and back for the starting lineups right after this 60-second break.
I'm Maggie Myers, your Torrington Edward Jones financial advisor. We're all about financial investments, but we also value the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. That's why Edward Jones is proud to cheer on our area teams on KGOS KERM. Call 532-3431 or visit edwardjones.com for all your investment needs. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Hi, this is Braden Konar, CEO of Goshen Economic Development. In Goshen County, we believe that old-fashioned values still reign true. There is a strong work ethic and handshake deals still mean something. It's our goal to promote and support existing business and to attract new investment opportunities for Goshen County and its people. Goshen Economic Development, for the betterment of Goshen County.
Big savings this week at Heartland Embroidery on Main and Torrington. All of this week, when you buy a decal at Heartland, you'll get the next one for half price. With fall weather here, Heartland Embroidery has a huge selection of hoodies, sweatshirts, and coats. They also have stocking hats. They have new inventory arriving weekly. They also have mugs and many other knickknacks. We'll see you soon at Heartland Embroidery.
Starting lineups brought to you by Simply Real Estate. Whether you are buying or selling, Simply Real Estate has a team of realtors that'll make sure the process is as simple and stress-free as possible. Give them a call at 338-3069 or stop by the office at 208 East Valley Road in Torrington. Simply Real Estate, they make real estate simple for you. Well, the Blazers have had a pretty good year, and they've also had a pretty good year on the coin toss. To my knowledge, they've just lost 1 out of 9. And they win it again tonight. They will defer to the second half. So Newcastle will get the ball first, and we will run through their offense. They will come out this way across the offensive line. The tackles, 6'2", 210, and a junior, number 57, Jonathan Anderson. A sophomore, 5'11", 175, number 60, Cole Erb. The guards for Newcastle, 5'10", 175, and a junior, number 62, Aiden Butler. The other guards, 6', 220, and a senior, number 78, Zach Orsborn. The center for Newcastle, 6'2", 220, and a junior, number 75, Dane Evenson. The wide receivers for Newcastle, 5'10", 150, and a senior, number 9, Casey Matthews. Another wide receiver, 5'9", 165, and a senior, number 11, Colton Vanderpool Mobley. And the tight end for Newcastle, 6', 150, and a senior, number 1, Skylar Cummings. And the running backs, 5'10", 145, and a freshman, number 25, Landon Hathaway. 5'10", 150, and a senior, number 41, Thomas Prell. And the quarterback, 5'11", 140, and a sophomore, number 12, Teddy Troffgruben. I'll send it over to Lance here for a look at your Blazer defense tonight.
All right, starting off for the Blazer defense, we'll go with the big boys this time instead of start small. Number 72, Trey Parriott. He is a senior, 6 foot, 260-pound defensive tackle. Number 70, senior, Ty Bennick, 6'2", 260-pound defensive tackle. In the middle linebacker position, we have number 64, Braden Frazier, 6 foot senior, 210 pounds. As the outside linebacker, number 56, junior, 5'5", 170-pound, Caden Romeg. And on one end of the line, number 34, Jacob Durant, 5'10", senior, 190 pounds. Other outside linebacker, number 32, Barrett Eichenberger. He's a junior, 5'9", 155 pounds. Strong safety, number 24, Grayson Shields. He is a 6 foot senior, 155 pounds. At one cornerback, we have number 10, Landry Gryman. He is a sophomore, 5'11", 150 pounds. The other cornerback, number 7, Nathaniel Stahl. He is a 6 foot junior, 165 pound. At the other defensive end position, we have number 6, senior, 6'1", 200 pound, Bryce Hager. And at free safety, number 3, Mac Hibben. He is a 6'1" junior, 160 pounds.
Thanks, Lance. Good timing. We'll take a break here for the national anthem. Be back with your game notes after this.
Let's get financially fit. Hi, this is Katie at First State Bank in Torrington. Get your finances in shape with totally free checking. We have free online banking and an instant issued Visa debit card too. Know what else is free? When you open a checking account, you'll get a free gift, a portable massage gun. Ah, our way of saying thank you. Gain strength and balance with First State Bank, a division of Glacier Bank, your first choice in banking. Member FDIC.
Your farm or ranch is unique.
your insurance coverage should be too. I'm Kyle Rafferty, and at J.G. Elliott Insurance Center, we provide coverage for everything you work hard for day in and day out. We tailor coverages to meet the needs of your operation. Together, we can find the right policy to protect you from the unexpected. Give me a call at 532-2147 or drop by my office here in Torrington. J.G. Elliott Insurance, a Platte Valley company.
Landscaping Plus on East Highway 26 in Torrington is ready to help you create the outdoor space of your dreams. With an experienced crew and an eye for attractive landscaping design, you can trust Landscaping Plus with any project you might have for your yard. They also carry sprinkler parts and other lawn and garden items that you may need for those do-it-yourself projects. Give Rob a call today and he can help you find the perfect design for your home. Landscaping Plus in Torrington, 532-6067.
Welcome back to Wiseman Field, everybody. Getting all set for Newcastle and Torrington. Time for your game notes tonight. This game tonight is a renewal of an old Absaraka Conference rivalry from many years back. The Blazers and Dogies had tremendous matchups decades ago, especially in the 70s. Torrington and Newcastle first did battle on Veterans Day 1955. It was a state semifinal for Coach Al Butterfield's squad, and they came away with a 20-0 blanking of the Dogies. The Blazers lost the state championship the following week in overtime at Worland. And interestingly, that exact playoff scenario happened the following year in 56. In fact, the Blazers and Dogies played in 4 state semifinals in the 50s, and Torrington won each of them, only to lose every state championship the week after. Torrington went through 4 head coaches in the late 60s before Jim Wiseman came back aboard at the helm and steadied the ship. And from then on, Newcastle was a part of the conference, and the teams played every year from 67 to 89. After going over in the series for years, Newcastle's first win against Torrington didn't come until 1977. Reclassification once again stopped the meetings with the 2 schools until 2011, or check that, 2001, after which the teams played 8 straight seasons, and then, of course, when the Blazers joined the 2A ranks a few years ago. This game tonight will probably do it for the series for a while, as a break will ensue once again, with Torrington headed back to 3A next year. The Blazers lead the all-time series by an impressive 34-7 count, and the Dogies' win last year was not only their first one in the series in 16 years, it also knocked Torrington out of the playoffs. That game will definitely be on the mind of Blazer coaches and players tonight. Although Torrington is locked in the 2 seed for the playoffs with the opening round at home next week, don't look for them to nonchalantly walk through this one tonight. The Blazers have been on a roll the last 4 weeks, and they don't want to lose that momentum heading into Friday night. They'll take on a Dogie team that, although not too different statistically from Torrington, are on the outside looking in at the playoffs and will play their final game of the season tonight. An old Absaraka Conference showdown to end the regular season at Jim Wiseman Field as the Blazers host Newcastle on Cinch Country, KGOS, AM and FM, on the World Wide Web at KGOSKERM.com, and on the KGOS Sports YouTube channel for your viewing pleasure. Kickoff is next after this.
Preparing your vehicle for safe and dependable winter driving is essential in the fall. Laramie Peak Motors is making it easier. Now through October 31st, receive a 10% discount on an antifreeze system service. We will inspect your antifreeze, pressure check the system for leaks, and flush and refill the system if needed. If you need tires for safe winter driving, pick up any set of 4 tires and receive a free alignment check with Cohen Set. Call 322-2355 or make an appointment online at LaramiePeakMotors.com.
I used to think that so long as I was careful, I couldn't get injured. But being sidelined with a torn ACL definitely wasn't in my plans this season. My family made an appointment for me with the providers at Memorial Hospital of Converse County. Their knowledge and care helped me heal and learn how to prevent future injuries. I found an all-star team for my healthcare in their orthopedic and sports medicine department, one that will keep me in great shape and suiting up. I discovered that bigger isn't always better at Memorial Hospital of Converse County.
Ready to go here at Wiseman Field, the regular season finale, Torrington and Newcastle. The Dogies dressed in the traveling white tops and the black pants, black helmets with the Longhorn on the side of that black helmet. And the Blazers in the home maroons with a touch of October pink as highlights. And white numerals, white tops with the maroon T and Trailblazers written across the side. Well, here's Caden Riggs, who's been steadily moving his way up the kickoff charts in Class 2A. It'll be Colton Vanderpool Mobley and also the freshman starting halfback, Landon Hathaway, back deep for Newcastle. The Dogies pretty young this year, and statistically, like we said, fairly similar to Torrington, so the Blazers got to watch out here tonight. It just hasn't resulted in wins this year for Newcastle. Riggs has it teed up. And on a beautiful night, once again, here at Wiseman Field, with temperatures still in the 70s, Riggs will boot it away. It's going to go to Vanderpool Mobley way back at the 5-yard line. He'll hit up the right side, still on his feet at the 30, and he's banged down by the kicker, Riggs, all the way out at the 36-yard line, where Newcastle will have it 1st and 10.
Yeah, nice job by Riggs there, stepping in and making that tackle. That might have been the last line of defense there. Hard to tell if he would have gone the distance, but he definitely had a lot of room to go.
Dogies blocking that return nicely. And so we'll get our first look here at Newcastle. Got a big win last week against Glenrock Herders. So we'll see if that kind of resets them. Blazers will kind of stack the box here to start things. Newcastle primarily a running team. It'll be Troff-Gruben, the quarterback, moving to the right side and still on his feet across the 40, tiptoeing the sidelines. And we'll get it all the way out to the 43-yard line. That's good enough for a pickup of 7 on the play. They'll put it at the 49. How about a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2, Newcastle.
It's kind of like a big old power sweep. Quarterback just getting in behind everybody, kind of just picking his way up there for a nice gain of 8.
Newcastle will split a pair to the left side. Shotgun once again, and down goes the ball carrier. I think it went straight to Hathaway. As they unpile, it did. And Hathaway with a pickup of 1. It's going to be 3rd and 1 Newcastle right at the 45-yard line.
And I think the game, as most of them are, is going to be who can control the trenches here between the two teams. And I think Torrington's really got to step up and enforce their will early in this one.
Nice crowd here at Wiseman Field, and the Cowbells will come out here on 3rd down. Troff-Gruben's going to stand in the gun. Nope, direct snap right to Hathaway. He's got a 1st down. Across that 46-yard line, bangs his way all the way out to the 48. Jacob Durant there on the stop. But that'll move the chains for the Dogies, and they'll have a fresh 4 at the Blazer, or at their own 48-yard line.
Yeah, Dogies early on here knocking on the door of Trailblazer territory.
Jumping in the line just depends on who went across first. I saw Durant go across, but I think this is going to go against Newcastle. It will.
Yeah, not sure who jumped on that interior line for the Dogies, but lucky for Torrington there is they had a couple guys jump, so they obviously saw something that we didn't see up here.
So now Newcastle behind the chains, 1st and 15 from their own 43-yard line. Troff-Gruben will be in the gun. He's going to roll to the right side, try to throw back the other way. Got a man, and it's incomplete. Down the field, Casey Matthews, the senior wide receiver, had some space in between Hibben and Greiman, but Troff-Gruben couldn't find him.
Yeah, like you said, the Newcastle receiver kind of got behind that second level. Hibben was on his way over there. He was just a few steps behind, and luckily the pass was just a little long.
So now 2nd down and 15, Newcastle. Direct snap coming to Hathaway. Inside give to Vanderpool Mobley. He's going to get it back to the original line of scrimmage. I think Braden Frazier may be in on that stop. Back to the original line of scrimmage, +1 for Vanderpool Mobley. So give him 6. 3rd down and 9. Newcastle from their own 49-yard line.
Yeah, nice job by Torrington there defensively, just getting to the rally to the ball there, getting them down to just 5-yard gain.
Troff-Gruben will be in the gun. 2 wide receivers in the set, wants to throw, now he's being hurried. Troff-Gruben on the run and tripped up. Down he goes, Caden Romig. As Troff-Gruben will actually pick up a yard on the play, so it'll be a rush. But it'll bring up 4th down and 8. And possible punting situation for Matt Konzelman and his Dogies.
Great job defensively there by the Blazers, getting pressure, on Troff-Gruben. Bennick had him, and then Hager almost had him, and then Romig came in and cleaned it up.
So they will punt it away. I think this is Beestrom, tallest guy on the field. He's got the big leg, and this is a big end-over-ender that Greiman's going to take on the run, and he is on the run at the 40. Greiman out near midfield, and down he goes in Blazer territory at the 48-yard line. Well, good return right there, guys, as we haven't seen that a whole lot out of the Blazers, taking the punt on the dead run instead of letting it bounce, and that gave them a lot of yardage right there.
Yeah, nice job there by Landry. Like you said, fielding that ball on the run and just going upfield, putting a lot of pressure on the Dogie coverage team, getting great positive yardage.
So good field position to start here for Torrington. They're at their own 47. Hager, the give, Riggs off left tackle. He goes nowhere. Stacked up nicely on that far side. Hathaway was in there, and also big number 78, Zach Orsborn, making the big stop. They will call it no gain. So 2nd and 10 now, again from the 48. Well, Riggs has really had his way the last couple of weeks, but he might find the sledding a little bit more tough tonight. This time Hager's going to keep, and he'll take it right up the middle. Hager out near a 1st down. Whacked hard by Troff-Gruben. He'll be close to a 1st down, but he's going to come up just a yard shy. At the 43, it's going to be 3rd down and 1 for the Blazers.
Nice job by that offensive line. At times they don't get enough credit, but lately they've been doing a great job up front, giving those running backs and the quarterback opportunity to rush for those positive yards there.
Blazers will send twins to the left side. Single receiver Stoll to the right. Hager, shotgun, drops the football. Going to have to pick it up. Down he goes. Big loss for Torrington, is slicing through Aiden Butler to force the punt.
Yeah, not really sure. It looked like the snap was maybe just a tad low. Hager maybe started running before he really had it and just dropped it. Nice job getting it covered back up and not losing possession there, allowing him to get a punt.
So Newcastle with a defensive statement to start this game. Will force a Blazer punt. Hackett will stand at his 35, bang it out of there. This is a nice kick. A high wobbler that Hathaway's just going to fair catch at the 16-yard line. So that's where the Dogies will have it, in a little bit worse field position than when they started this football game. Way back at the 16. Don't forget Tim Hurst and the high school football scoreboard show. Coming up, 10:05 tonight. Flip your dials over to 98.3. He'll run down all the playoff scenarios. We'll have it all figured out by then. But it's pretty well set in 2A, just a couple of question marks. Now a lot of shifting in the line here for Newcastle as Troff-Gruben will have it. Actually, the snap comes directly to Hathaway, and he'll just run out to the right side Big pile up on the far sideline. Short pickup here by Hathaway. He'll be down at the 19. This is going to be a pickup of 3 on the play. 2nd down and 7. Dogies. A host of Blazers over there on the far side to corral them.
Kind of taking a page out of the Torrington playbook there, just direct snap and getting the extra blocker with the quarterback. That's what Torrington likes to do a lot of times with Hager, and just kind of manning up on people.
This time direct snap to Hathaway again, inside give. Colton Vanderpool Mobley, he goes nowhere. Hit hard, driven backward by Braden Frazier. And it'll be no gain. They'll set it back down at the 19-yard line. 3rd down and 7. Newcastle.
Kind of like Lance talked about earlier with the linemen. So far, Torrington's been winning that battle. Kind of worried when I looked at that roster earlier. They got some big guys up front, Newcastle does.
Well, and that inside give to Vanderpool Mobley bothered him last time. Sniffed it out well there. This time, Troff-Gruben's going to fake the give. Wants to throw. Now he's running out of there. Down he goes. The All-Stater, Ty Bennick, drops him. After a pickup of 1, it's going to bring up 4th down and 6 for the Dogies, and they'll be forced to punt.
Yeah, great job of pursuit there by Bennick. He went for that big club. I thought maybe he was going to be able to strip that ball out, cause a turnover down there, but nice job by Troff-Gruben to hold on to the ball.
I'm pretty sure Tim Hurst knows about Will Beestrom, the punter. He's 6'9". How about that? And he'll punt it out of there. And a fair catch by Morehouse, drops the football, has to fall on it back at the 44-yard line. Near disaster there for Torrington, but Morehouse quickly to hop on the football.
Yeah, nice job there by Morehouse getting that thing covered up. As you said, that would have been bad news for the Blazers, turning it back over to Newcastle right there in plus territory. But kind of kept his composure there and was able to get back on top of it.
Blazers will have it 1st and 10. They'll spot it up at the 45-yard line. They'll send twins to the left side. And Hager in the shotgun, just a little flare out to Greiman. He's got it to the 45, to the 50. Greiman has a 1st down before he's ran out of bounds in Dogie territory at the 41-yard line.
That's just a nice little swing pass there to get it to Landry, just getting to one of your athletes, letting him get out there and just make a play. Nice job by the line to get down there and make some blocks.
As you'll see Torrington do on those 1st down gains, quickly back up to the line, and now Riggs upended as he comes diving across, and Riggs is down. A knee's been bothering the young man, and he's slow to get up at the 35-yard line. They'll spot the football at the 37, but they're going to have to tend to Caden Riggs. You heard Coach Steinmetz talk in the pregame show about how he's been battling this knee throughout parts of this regular season, and he kind of went flying there. So he went through the line, upended, and probably hit right on a sore spot there.
Yeah, it almost looked like he could have caught a helmet on the knee there.
Riggs will come off with help. And that's not good news for the Blazers. They've ran Durant in the backfield before. They've ran Shields in the backfield before, and they've ran Greiman a few times as well. We'll see what they do. Durant's back there now. Blazers will send trips to the right side. Single receiver Stoll to the left. Hager, shotgun, going to keep it himself. Follows Durant up the hole. Takes on a Dogie and has a 1st down. Across the 30, down to the 27-yard line, Bryce Hager.
Nice job by Hager there, just being aggressive, taking it up the middle. Nice job by that line again, giving him lanes to choose where he's going to go and just finishing that run off, going right through the Newcastle defender.
That was what you call a full head of steam. 1st down, Torrington. Again at the 27-yard line. Here's the give, and going nowhere is Landry Greiman. Going to lose yardage. I think that was number 71, Rylan Fladstall, coming through.
And that's one of those big guys from Newcastle that Ryan was talking about. Flatstall comes in at 315 pounds, so that's a big boy. Going to have to do some good work to get him blocked up there.
2nd down and 11. Trips to the left side now for the Blazers. Single receiver Stoll to the right. Hager shotgun once again. And optioning far side, going to keep it. Bryce has some room, slips, goes down across the 25, down to about the 23-yard line, or that would have been close to another Blazer first down. As it sits, though, he's going to come up shy. It's going to be 3rd down and 6 for the Blazers.
Great awareness there by Hager to keep that, make something out of it, because 2 defenders got in the backfield quick. I think if he tried to pitch that, that could have been a disaster.
Ball on the 23. They got to get to the 17. Trips right. Stoll to the left. Hager shotgun once again. I think that's Riggs back there in the backfield with him. It is, and he'll have the carry. Riggs right up the middle and drops a football. Who's got it? At the 20-yard line. Newcastle thinks they do, and they do. Fumble, Caden Riggs, and the Blazers will come up empty on this drive with the first turnover of the ball game.
Yeah, McConkey for Newcastle is the one that come out of there with it on that turnover.
So 2 possessions by Torrington, 1 punt, 1 fumble. We're scoreless here with 1:52 left in the opening stanza. Now here's Hathaway right up the middle on the direct snap. Hager's a little bit frustrated, throws his blocker out of the way. Going to have to watch the emotions here. As Hathaway will pick up 1 on the play. 2nd down and 9. They'll spot it up on the 20.
Yeah, like you said, this kind of game you got to keep your emotions. Obviously you want to play with high intensity, but you don't want to be making bad decisions out there as well.
Blazers will rush 6 this time. And now Hathaway gets away initially. He's headed for a first down. He's going to be close. All depends on the spot, and I think they'll move the chains. They'll set it down at the 19-yard line, or check it, 29-yard line. First down, Newcastle. Their 2nd of the game.
Looks like Newcastle's going to try to use speed. They keep going sideline to sideline almost instead of up the middle, which, you know, that's smart considering the experience in there.
Here's Troff-Grumman. He's going to go nowhere. They'll get him in the backfield. Coming across, Braden Frazier and Jacob Durant. It's going to be a loss for the Dogies all the way back to the 27-yard line. They'll lose 3 here, 2nd and 13.
Yeah, Lance, you mentioned them running outside. They haven't gone anywhere on the near side on the end arounds, but on that far side, they've got some chunk plays. See if they switch it up at all here.
Direct snap coming to Hathaway. He's going to have Troff-Grumman block for him. He gets a block there. He's across the 30 out to about the 32. Nathaniel Stoll with the stop, but a good gainer there by Hathaway. They'll put it down on the 32-yard line. It's going to be 3rd down and 8. Newcastle, that'll do it for the first quarter. Nothing decided here in the regular season finale at Wiseman Field. After 1, your score, it's Torrington nothing, Newcastle nothing. And we're back to Wiseman Field in 1 minute.
So I switched my insurance to State Farm, and get this. I talked to an actual State Farm agent who lives in my actual town. And get this. My actual agent in my actual town gave me actual help with the coverage I needed. And get this. My actual agent in my actual town who gave me actual help actually knows my name. And get this. They actually say it's called service.
Insurance with a local agent? It's called service. Call Lisa, Jenny, or Caitlin at State Farm agent Mike Rafferty's office in Torrington.
Tired of feeling stuck? Platte Valley Bank can help keep your finances moving forward. We have checking account options to fit your lifestyle and an online account chooser to make finding the right account easy. Now is the time to grab every opportunity and enjoy the ride with Platte Valley Bank. Start today at www.pvbank.com. You belong here.
Platte Valley Bank, member FDIC.
Welcome back to Wiseman Field, everybody. Grant Jones, Lance Petch, Ryan Kaith alongside. Wyoming Cowboys in a bye week after the loss to Air Force last weekend. So our only other broadcast the rest of the weekend, Denver Bronco football on Sunday afternoon, hosting Green Bay. You can hear that on 98.3 Kerm FM. Here's Troff Gruben, wants to throw. It's third down. Troff Gruben rushed out of the pocket, going to throw it away. Hager hit him as he let the ball go. Luckily for Torrington, no flag there. That'll bring up fourth down. Dogies going to be forced to punt it again.
Nice job by the secondary there for Torrington. Obviously, Troff Gruben had quite a bit of time early on. Nothing was open, started to roll out, still nothing, and then Hager came in, put enough pressure on him to get it to throw it away. So great job on the back end of the defense there.
The 6'9 Beestrom will stand at his 20. Greiman and Morehouse back at their 40 and jumping in the line. Now we're going to find out who done it.
I think it's going to be who went first because I saw some Dogies jump too.
And they're talking about it at the line of scrimmage. Russell Steinmetz trying to help him make the decision. Still talking about it.
I almost wonder if they're thinking maybe it's going to be a fake that kind of shifted, went back to that starting defense.
It's going to go on the Blazers.
And only dropped one person back to receive this instead of the two like normal.
Yeah, Greiman's the only one back. Now Beestrom will stand on his 25. Good snap to him. He's going to fake it. Beestrom's going to be on the run. Beestrom, as a flag comes in, he's going to have a first down out to near midfield, but let's check the flag.
Great recognition by Coach Steinmetz to see that something maybe didn't look quite right, put the other group in. But see what this flag is.
It's going to be a block in the back on Newcastle. Spot of the foul, 33-yard line. They'll march it off from the line of scrimmage. And you can bet the Dogies will punt this one.
Yeah, nice play design there by them that time. Actually had the first down, would have moved the chains, except for that block in the back.
Now the Blazers will send both Morehouse and Greiman back as Beestrom nearly has that one blocked. It's going to come to Morehouse. Doesn't call for a fair catch and lucky to hang on to it. Actually, that was Nikolai. Tyler Nikolai says, I'll take you on. Just about lost that battle as the Torrington will have it at the 39-yard line.
Been a little punt return practice this game.
They might need it after that.
You know, not bad field possession or position here, though, for the Blazers. Hopefully they can get something going.
Twins to the right side. Stoll to the left side. This time Hager up under center. Fakes the give. Wants to throw. Wants it all across the middle. It's caught! Grayson Shields to the 16-yard line. And the big chunk play there for the Blazers. Torrington in business, and they'll go fast. Hager, shotgun. The give, Riggs cuts it back, and short gainer here. Down to about the 13-yard line. Hager will, or check it, Riggs will pick up. Yeah, let's give him 3 on the play. Second down and 7. Lance, they're having some trouble with those chains over there. Don't you run out on me now.
Gosh darn them.
Trying to get the chain set. I think they got it.
Yeah, they might have gone a little too fast there on that last one. Didn't let them get the chain set, but.
Bryce up under center, offset eye, pitch back coming. Here's Riggs right up the middle. Riggs breaks free. He's at the 10 and down to the 6. They'll give it to him inside the 5, down to the 4. That'll be a first down for the Blazers. And a 1st and goal as Torrington trying to draw first blood. Here in this old storied rivalry that goes back 70 years.
Nice job of Riggs coming back in after that little injury earlier. Everything seems okay. He's running hard.
Twins to the right side. Offset eye behind Hager. The give, Durant punching it towards the goal line. He's short, but down to the 1 yard line goes Jacob Durant. 2nd and goal.
Is this the spot for the Eagle Special? What do they call it in the NFL?
The tush push.
Trust your O-line here.
There you go.
I like the old Philly special myself.
There you go.
And Hager's just going to keep it himself. He'll get it across. Touchdown, Torrington. Bryce Hager, 1 yard.
So I wasn't sure if I could say that on the air, but both of you did, so it's okay.
You got the free pass now.
So here in the second quarter, 9:47 left. Blazers strike first.
Nice drive there by the Blazers. Get a big chunk play early on and just keep that momentum and pick up the tempo and go.
Holden Hackett out to attempt the point after. The sophomore's been magnificent this year, and he drills this one through. So, on the Clark and Associates scoreboard with 9:27 left, second quarter. Your score, it's Torrington 7, Newcastle nothing. Back to Wiseman Field in 30 seconds.
The importance of mental health has never been more prevalent, especially when it comes to our youth in the area. Young people can face difficulties, and number 34 in Torrington is here to help. Shad and the crew are now offering wraparound services in Torrington, Laramie, Cheyenne, Douglas, Wheatland, Lusk, and all towns in between. Number 34 wants you to reach your fullest potential, and they want to help you do just that. To learn more, call 532-0134.
Well, Bryce Hager opens up the scoring in this one, maybe a little later than Blazer fans wanted it, but still with 9:47 left here in the second quarter. Bryce gets it across from a yard out. The big play in that drive, the pitch and catch, Hager to Shields. Boy, that ball was on the money too, wasn't it? Woo!
He just hit him right in stride, and Newcastle just couldn't cover it. Torrington had 3 receivers running down the middle, just spread out enough that Newcastle couldn't cover all 3 of them, and he put it right on the money.
Riggs has it teed up. And he'll boot it away. This is a high kick that's going to be taken by Vanderpool Mobley at the 15-yard line to the 20, 30. Vanderpool Mobley still on his feet across the 35, down to the 36-yard line. Tackle made, Drew Kramer. So that's where the Dogies will have it. They've punted every single time they've had the football. Had looked like a couple of times they had it rolling, but Torrington snuffed out the drives. Now a lot of shifting here by Nuke. They'll bunch it to the right side and bring it back the other way on the inside carry by Vanderpool Mobley. A flag comes in the backfield, and Vanderpool Mobley is absolutely lit up and drilled on the far sideline by Grayson Shields. Let's check the flag.
Could be in the area of holding.
It is.
You know, nice job by the Blazers, even with the penalty, of stringing that out and really limited him just to a few yards there. But I think we'll take that holding as well. Keep moving them back.
Third penalty on the Dogies for 25 yards tonight. The Blazers just one penalty so far, a 5-yarder. So that will set them back to the 26, 1st and 20. Troff-Gruben. Direct snap coming. Hathaway goes nowhere. Spun around and dropped. Was that Barrett Eichenberger slicing through? I thought that maybe Ty Bennick.
I think he got a piece of it. He was one of 2 defenders in there.
Yeah.
Eichenberger's slowly risen up the defensive charts for the Blazers. Earned a starting position. Now at that outside linebacker spot. That'll go for no gain. 2nd down and 20 Newcastle. Twins to the left side. Single receiver right. Troff-Gruben looking to throw. Fires over the middle. It's incomplete. Boy, I don't even know if Skylar Cummings knew that it was on its way. Wasn't looking back at the football, I can tell you that.
Yeah, and he had a couple steps. I mean, he was behind the defender. If that was on the money, he might have been gone and off to the races.
I was going to say he had some separation there.
You know, I think going back to Eichenberger, talking about how well he's been playing lately, he could probably thank Mr. Bennick for some of that because Bennick's getting double teamed and whatnot, and that opens up Eichenberger to be free and get through and make some of those good plays.
Good point, and that's what Coach Steinmetz talks about all the time. Get those big guys up front to occupy that offensive line. Newcastle will bunch it on the right side once again. Fake the give, and this was a hide the football play, and it's going to be Thomas Prell, the fullback, with a short yardage carry here out to about the 35-yard line. Not nearly enough for a first, still 11 yards away. 4th down and 11. Newcastle punting formation once again. Beestrom will stand on his 21. And this is a high, short kick. Blazers just going to get away from this one. It'll take a bounce at the Torrington 46 and roll dead at the 41. 1st and 10 Blazers from there. Well, we mentioned playoffs next week. Boy, that Lyman-Cokeville score last night really threw things up in the air a little bit. Cokeville, all they had to do was not lose by 5 points or something like that, and they would have had a home playoff game. But they end up getting blanked 12-0. So Lyman slips up in the standings a ways. Cokeville down, and the Panthers are coming to Torrington next week. Here's another pass to Shields. Shields avoids a tackle, and he's on the run. 30, 20, 10. Touchdown, Torrington. 59 yards. Bryce Hager to Grayson Shields. And the big play once again for Torrington.
It's been great to see, like I said, I haven't watched Torrington in a while, but the improvement was Shields because he had some troubles with drop passes earlier, and he has come to play tonight for sure.
Boy, sure did. Knock on wood there for Grayson. He hasn't dropped one in about the last month, Ryan. And Hackett out to attempt the point after, drills it. So now the Blazers are getting untracked. As with 7:27 left here in the second quarter, your score on the CNA scoreboard, Torrington 14, Newcastle nothing. And we're back in 30 seconds.
Trust is an
Important thing. That's why the folks at Blodorn Lumber work hard to earn your trust each and every day. You can count on Blodorn Lumber whether it's a new home building project, a new deck, kitchen, bath remodel, or simply making a plumbing or electrical repair. They will have the right products and the professional know-how to help you. That's why they offer over 60,000 products for your home. And with that kind of choice and a little professional help, you can get the results that you're looking for with your next project. That's Blodorn Lumber in Torrington.
Welcome back to Wiseman Field. Well, guys, one play. Pitch and catch, 59 yards. Hager to Shields. And good job by Grayson, Lance. Could have gone down right after the catch, but somehow avoided the tackle.
Yeah, he did get some contact there. Almost looked like he was going to lose his feet, but regained his balance, and then it was just off to the races. And not quite like you talked about getting off early, but still going up 14-0 early in the second. Exactly what Torrington needs to get done.
Riggs to boot it away. Gets into this one. This is going to drive Vanderpool Mobley back to his 5. Heads straight up the middle to the 20. Cuts back at the 25. Down he goes. Drew Kramer again. The freshman on the tackle at about the 28-yard line.
I think that one was Adam Bartlett kicking off that time. He's number 88, yeah. So I think giving the seniors a little bit of an opportunity to get some kicks in.
Thank you for that. Adam Bartlett joins the team after a successful tennis season as a #1 singles player for the Blazers. Nice kick there. Good soccer player, too. So he's not new at kicking the ball. Here's Hathaway, gets wrangled up by Durant. After a short gain here across the 30 out to about the 33. That's good enough for a pickup of 5 on the play by Hathaway. 2nd down and 5 now for Newcastle. And the Dogies desperately need a drive here to stay close now to Torrington as the Blazers starting to get some separation. Troff-Grumman, they give Hathaway once again, and he's tackled around the feet right there by Romig. They'll set it down on the 37. Just a yard shy from a first down goes Hathaway again. He's got a whole slew of carries already.
Up to 8 so far. That's what I have him for.
2nd down, or check it, 3rd down and 1, Newcastle. Troff-Grumman sends Hathaway in motion, fakes a give. Troff-Grumman's going to keep it himself. He'll have a first down across the 39 out to the 40-yard line. And that'll move the chains for the Dogies.
Nice job by the interior line, though, still by the Blazer defense. I mean, he only needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it by much, I don't think. They held him up pretty well and then pushed him back, but he had enough forward progress to move the chains.
First and 10. Now the sweep. Here's Hathaway coming near side, and he's caught from behind. Romig gets him at about the 45-yard line. Still good enough for a pickup of 5 on the play by the freshman. 2nd and 5.
Really looks like they have it strung out really well, and it's not going to get much, but he just is able to get through there enough to pick up good yardage. Looked like that time he's maybe going to be held for no gain at all, but then he just finds a little gap, picks up 5.
Newcastle going to take their sweet time in the huddle here. 5:40 left here in the second. Again, the Blazers 14-0. Troff-Grumman fakes a give, going to keep it himself. Across the 45 out to about the 48-yard line. Down he goes. Romig on the stop too. Maybe some help from Trey Perriott. 3rd down and 2, Newcastle.
Big play right here for the Blazer defense. They get a stop and get the ball back. Try to put points back on before the end of the half and then get the ball coming out.
They'll try to get the crowd involved in this one. Quick snap coming to Hathaway. He's going left tackle. Breaks into the clear. Hathaway to the 40, to the 30, 20. Cut from behind by Greiman at the 15-yard line. Wow. All the way down to the 14, and Landry Greiman saved a touchdown. That freshman has some wheels.
Yeah, nice job. Just found a good enough seam in there. Got through that second level, then was off to the races. And great job by Landry. Not giving up, chasing him down, keeping him out of the end zone.
And really the first chunk play we've seen from Newcastle going up the middle.
Dogies will bunch right. And it's coming to Prell. Not much for him. Check it. That was Dane Crabtree. He's a freshman, number 44. He'll pick up 1 to the 13-yard line. 2nd and 9. 3 receivers in the pattern for the Dogies. And now Troffgruben going to keep it himself. He'll go nowhere. Hogtied, thrown to the ground by Braden Frazier. At about the 10-yard line. Pick up there of about 3 more. So 3rd down and 6. Newcastle from the Blazer 10-yard line. And Matt Konzelman wants a timeout. So we'll break as well. Newcastle with the big running play in deep on the Blazers now. The shutout in danger here in the second quarter with 3:30 left on the Clark & Associates scoreboard here before half. It's Torrington 14, Newcastle nothing. Back in 30 seconds.
Family Dentistry, it's their vision that patients have the freedom to choose a lifetime of optimum dental health. It's their mission to provide progressive excellence in dental care with the ultimate in patient comfort. Dr. Marsh, Dr. Lucas, and the staff are always striving to learn the most up-to-date information, so it's clear to see that Platte River Family Dentistry is the right choice for your dental health. They appreciate your referrals and always welcome new patients. Call Platte River Family Dentistry at 532-4448.
Of course, join us next week. Playoff action. We're going to be busy on the airwaves. It's up to the man a couple spots to my left here to figure it all out, where it's going to go, how it's going to go.
Like we talked about before the game, though, at least we got 3 Goshen County teams to choose from here.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, definitely a good problem to have.
3rd down and 6, Newcastle. Razzle, dazzle, and they drop the football. Mobley should be down with a big loss, and he will be down all the way back at the 18-yard line. And Lance, that was just a little too much trickery.
Yeah, a little too much, and I still think Mobley had a chance to pick it up. He just got a little, I don't know, pressured or excited thinking that people were coming in. I think he had an opportunity to pick the ball up and still run the play. But at least he got down on top of it, giving him an opportunity maybe here for a field goal.
There was a couple backwards flips on that play. Guys running here, there, and everywhere. And Vanderpool Mobley was the last one to touch it and lost the handle. And another timeout taken by Matt Konzelman, head coach at Newcastle, at the 2:41 mark. So we'll break again. What will Newcastle do on 4th and long in the Blazers' end? We'll find out when we come back. 14-zip, Blazers back in 30.
At Points West Community Bank, we know that agriculture is more than a business. It is a way of life. With over 94 years of experience in serving Goshen County, we understand and value the ways of our local farmers and ranchers. Through the quality of banking services and lending relationships, we take the time to know our customer and learn their operation firsthand. Stop in today to meet with our friendly and experienced lending staff to discuss your agricultural business needs. We look forward to seeing you. Points West Community Bank, a new direction in banking. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Well, after that, Newcastle now faced with a 4th and 14 Ball on the 18-yard line. Got to get it to the 4. Don't know what kind of kicking game Newcastle has, whether it would be Beestrom or somebody else, but I don't think that's the play here.
I was going to say that was great for Torrington that they got backed up. That makes it a tough field goal, and they're going to go for it anyways.
Troff-Gruben looking to throw. Throws towards the end zone. It's incomplete. Torrington will take over at their own 18-yard line. Newcastle comes up empty once again.
Yeah, nice job defensively there by the Blazers. They weren't really fooled or anything. Landry, Grimer was out there. Morehouse was there. I think they had the receiver that was the intended one double covered there, so not much chance for Newcastle.
We'll see what the Blazers want to do with it here. They got 2 minutes, 34 seconds, I think, a full slate of timeouts. Hager's in the shotgun, wants to throw again. Now he'll take off. Bryce on the run, eludes one tackle. He's going to have a first down. He's to the 30. 35-40, and Bryce ran out of bounds at about the 44-yard line. Big gainer for Bryce Hager. And it stops the clock.
You know, you find early success with that passing game. That makes Hager that much more dangerous. Everyone's worried about downfield, and he can run it.
Yeah, and a great patterns there by Torrington, too. They just evacuated the underneath stuff. And then that gives him even more room to go because that space is just wide open. And he gets out of bounds, saves the timeout.
More trouble with the chains on the far side. Now we have everything set. And we're ready to go with 2:10 left before half and a fresh 4 for the Blazers. Fake the pitch back. Bryce wants to throw, does so to Griman, gets a big block. Griman first down to the 40 and down to the 30-yard line, and a big play. And big speed right there for number 10, Landry Griman. They'll set it back on the 31. Blazers 2 plays moving right down the field. And they're going to go fast. Trips to the near side. Option pitch coming. Here's Riggs, cuts it back. Riggs to the 25 down to the 22-yard line. That's just a yard shy from another first down. Blazers will go fast. Trips to the right side this time. Hager, shotgun, going to keep it himself. Bryce will have a first down as he crosses the 20 down to the 18.
Great to see Torrington pushing the tempo here, too. Try to take advantage of this last possession of the half, knowing you're getting the ball to come out and start the second half.
Clock moving just over a minute. Hager to throw, looks to the corner of the end zone, fires, it's incomplete. Whoa, what a defensive play made right there by number 9, Casey Matthews, the senior, at that cornerback spot against Griman to knock it away.
Yeah, great coverage there, just a jump ball between the two of them.
Good choice by Bryce, just put it up there and let his athletic sophomore receiver try to go get it. 2nd and 10. Torrington will bunch to the right side. And they'll run that way. No, they won't. Riggs wants to throw. Riggs now running for his life way back at the 30. Takes on a couple of tacklers, and out of bounds he goes at the 20. So the Blazers will lose 2 right there.
Yeah, it looked like Riggs was going to try and throw it back to Hager on this side, maybe throwing down the field. So teams kind of trading the razzle-dazzle, and neither one really working very well for either one.
Blazers have yet to use a timeout, so they can use the middle of the field if they want to with 48 seconds left. Hager, shotgun, trips to the right side. Stands, looks, now trying to evade a rusher on the run, fires towards the end zone. It's caught! Landry Greiman! Touchdown, Blazers! 21 yards. Bryce Hager to Landry Greiman.
Nice job by Hager, just drawing a little bit of extra time there. He had Hibben underneath right at the goal line too. He was wide open, but he threw it a little deeper. Landry going up. Again, that jump ball type situation. Looked like he had to take it away from the defender, but great job by Torrington getting those points on the board before the end of the half.
Boy, Hager wasn't worried about that rusher at all, was he? Just kind of stared him down in the backfield and said, I think I'll just slip right over here and gun it to the end zone. It's going to be an offsides against Newcastle. For whatever reason, the Blazers will decline it. On the point after. Hackett must want a little extra space. He'll drill this one. And it's a 21-0 Torrington lead. 38.4 seconds left here before half as the Blazers score, coming down to the end of the half. And we're back in 30 seconds.
Hear that? Does it make you thirsty? Torrington Beverage supplies Pepsi and Gatorade products to the grocery stores, most of the convenience stores, bars, and restaurants in Goshen, Platte, and Niobrara counties. They are a local business that supports our youth in school activities, 4-H, and FFA. If you would like Pepsi products at your business or at your next function, give them a call at 307-532-5828. Hope you get your Pepsi thirst on.
Well, guys, it took Torrington till the second quarter to get things moving, but boy, 3 big second quarter scores here.
Yeah, good job. As Lance said, you want these points on the board before half, and they didn't give Newcastle much time here.
You know, and a few years ago when they made that big push, I don't know if they ended up in the state championship, they were really good about that. You know, they'd get those points right at the end of the half and then come out and get points and almost put that game away early in the third quarter.
That's the desire in this one. And Adam Bartlett will kick off again. It's kind of a low squibber. It's going to be taken by the ball carrier. That's number 33, Colin McConkey. And he'll get it out to about the 28-yard line.
Nice job by Roma getting down there making the open field tackle for the Blazers.
I got to give a shout out to a Caith Broadcasting sports member of ours, Mark Axt. Happy birthday. I don't know if he's watching.
All
He
right.
turns 23 today.
Yes, he does. For the, 30th time, something like that. Happy birthday, Mark Axt. Well, here's Vanderpool Mobley. He goes nowhere, but a flag comes in. And we'll get the indication here. It's going to be a hold on the Dogies. Blazers will accept the penalty. $35 yards in penalties now against Newcastle in the first half. And this will march them back to the 18-yard line.
You know, they've done some good things in this first half. They've moved the ball some, but then they just do something to cause themselves some pain and anguish there, like the trick play and then these holding penalties, putting them behind the chains.
This might be the last play of the first half. Troff-Gruben to throw, fires over the middle. It is incomplete. Nearly a miraculous catch for Cummings. Hibben had it. Cummings kind of said, no, I think I'll take it away, and ends up hitting the turf. So another play left to go with 3.9 ticks on the clock. Stay tuned at halftime. We'll run through our stats for this one. Try to bring you some scores on the Bronco Grill House score update. want to know a couple of them in Class 2A. I want to know about Lovell and Thermopolis, and I want to know about Wheatland and Tongue River. Here's a give right up the middle. Hathaway. Short yardage here out to the 32 or 22-yard line. That will do it for the first half. A slow start tonight by the number 2 seed Torrington Trailblazers, gearing up for the playoffs at home next week. But in the second quarter, they hit the gas with 3 second-quarter scores. And they lead it here at halftime over Newcastle on the Clark & Associates scoreboard. It's 21-0 Torrington. We'll take a 2-minute break and be back with halftime stats after this.
This is Wade Brew, Market President with Pinnacle Bank. Pinnacle Bank has been serving the lending needs of farmers, ranchers, and commercial business owners of the Wyobraska area, where we've called home for over 100 years. Let us put our resources to work for you with local decision-making from a family-owned bank. Give us a call or visit us at www.wypinnbank.com. Pinnacle Bank, Torrington and Mitchell, the way banking should be. Member FDIC.
Healthcare should be easy. At Banner Health Torrington Community Hospital, feel free to set your pace and choose your path. Torrington Community Hospital offers new technologies, in-state specialists, and the healthcare professionals you know, for a road less traveled and a familiar face along the way. Torrington Community Hospital, providing a wide scope of care, helping you make healthcare easier so that life can be better.
Are you planning a kitchen remodel but don't know where to start?
Hi, this is Dan Shields from Century Lumber. Start with semi-custom diamond cabinets and Century Lumber. Diamond cabinets offer the latest door styles and finishes at an affordable price. I can walk you through all the features and benefits and provide a free estimate and expert design. Stop in and turn that vision of your dream kitchen into a reality with the help of Century Lumber Center in Torrington.
Specializing in custom cattle feeding, Dinklage Feed Yards features old-fashioned reliability and commitment to create better feeding and marketing opportunities, including specialty programs such as Verified Natural and NHTC. Dinklage ranks as the top choice of progressive cattle feeders throughout the country, and our financing department offers a prompt, convenient, and competitive response to our customers' cattle or feed financing needs. Make Dinklage a part of your team and allow us to maximize your profits. Dinklage Feed, East Highway 26, Torrington.
Domino's carryout deal means you can carry out one-topping pizzas for $7.99 each when you order online or by phone. Just in case there's any confusion, we've even set up a helpful website to confirm if today is a day you can carry out one-topping pizzas for $7.99 each. Just go to howaboutoday.com to find out if Domino's carryout deal is valid today. Spoiler alert, it is. Carryout only. Ask for this offer. Availability and charges may vary. Size availability varies by crust type. Excludes XL and specialty. Your local store may charge extra for some toppings and sauces.
Welcome back to Wiseman Field, everybody. Final regular season ball game tonight for both schools, and the Trailblazers lead the Dogies 21-0. Halftime stats brought to you by North Platte Physical Therapy. North Platte Physical Therapy is committed to keeping you at the top of your game on and off the field. Marnie and her crew are on the ball and ready to help you figure out what ails you and how to get you back to your best. Stop by at 1301 East M Street or call them 532-5355. North Platte Physical Therapy, providing quality professional care with a family-friendly atmosphere and always flexibility. Well, as we said, kind of a back-and-forth first quarter of play. Blazers punted a couple of times. Dogies punted a couple of times. But then finally, Torrington gets on the board in the second quarter. It was a big pass play from Bryce Hager to Grayson Shields that drove it inside the 10-yard line. Couple of run plays, and the Blazers were in the end zone. Hager from a yard out. Holden Hackett came out to drill the PAT. And finally, the Blazers were on their way 7-zip at that point, because immediately afterwards, Torrington gets the ball back after a punt. And first play from scrimmage in their own end. How about a pitch and catch, 59 yards, Hager to Shields. at the 7:27 mark. Hackett's kick made it 14-0. And then the biggie just before half, because again, Torrington gets the ball coming out of the locker room. The biggie just before half, 34 seconds left. Hager to Greiman, 21 yards. Hackett kick made the halftime score 21-0. First down-wise, Blazers lead that stat. Torrington has 7 first downs. Newcastle with 4. Penalty-wise, Dogies penalized 4 times for 35 yards. Torrington once for 5. And the fumble, the only turnover in the ball game by Caden Riggs there in the first quarter as well. I'll send it over to Lance here for a further look at your team and individual stats.
All right, we'll start off with the Newcastle Dogies. Have Hathaway in the rushing category, has 11 rushes for 78 yards. Quarterback Truff Grubin has 7 rushes for 12 yards. Mobley has 4 rushes for 0 yards. And Crabtree have him for 2 rushes and 9 yards. In the passing, Truff Grubin, he is 0 for 5. And we'll give that back to Torrington. Sorry, I didn't calculate totals there. The Blazers, Riggs has 7 carries for 26 yards. Hager has 7 carries for 46 yards. Greiman has 1 for -1, and Durant has 1 for 2. In the passing, have Hager, he has 6 completions. He's 6 for 6. 6 completions for 170 yards. And as Grant said, he has a long of 59 yards, 44-yarder, a 30-yarder, and a 21-yarder. So they're definitely getting some big chunk plays out of him tonight. Receiving, Shields has 2 for 103. He's the recipient of 2 of those long ones there. Nice job by him holding on to the ball, keeping his balance there on that 159-yarder. And then Landry Greimer has 3 catches for 67 yards for the Blazers.
Well, yeah, Lance, I think going to the locker room, you don't really need to adjust anything, kind of like you talked about years before. Torrington had been good at putting points on the board at the end of the half and then come out and try to take control of this game in the third. We'll see if they can do it.
Yeah, getting the ball, and obviously they got a lot of momentum right now. Come out with maybe a little wrinkle or something. Try to get a big chunk play to open up the half and almost put this game away.
Yeah, we'll see what the Torrington offense can do when we come back. We'll take a quick break here, and when we come back, we'll take a look at some scores across the state. As we've been talking about, a lot of playoff scenarios to play out tonight in the final regular season game of high schools across Wyoming. So we'll do that right after this break.
I'm Maggie Myers, your Torrington Edward Jones financial advisor. We're all about financial investments, but we also value the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. That's why Edward Jones is proud to cheer on our area teams on KGOS KERM. Call 532-3431 or visit edwardjones.com for all your investment needs. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Hi, this is Braden Konar, CEO of Goshen Economic Development. In Goshen County, we believe that old-fashioned values still reign true. There is a strong work ethic, and handshake deals still mean something. It's our goal to promote and support existing business and to attract new investment opportunities for Goshen County and its people. Goshen Economic Development, for the betterment of Goshen County.
Big savings this week at Heartland Embroidery on Main and Torrington. All of this week, when you buy a decal at Heartland, you'll get the next one for half price. With fall weather here, Heartland Embroidery has a huge selection of hoodies, sweatshirts, and coats. They also have stocking hats. They have new inventory arriving weekly. They also have mugs and many other knickknacks. We'll see you soon at Heartland Embroidery.
Let's get financially fit. Hi, this is Katie at First State Bank in Torrington. Get your finances in shape with totally free checking. We have free online banking and an instant issued Visa debit card too. Know what else is free? When you open a checking account, you'll get a free gift, a portable massage gun. Our way of saying thank you. Gain strength and balance with First State Bank, a division of Glacier Bank, your first choice in banking. Member FDIC.
Your farm or ranch is unique. your insurance coverage should be too. I'm Kyle Rafferty, and at J.G. Elliott Insurance Center, we provide coverage for everything you work hard for day in and day out. We tailor coverages to meet the needs of your operation. Together, we can find the right policy to protect you from the unexpected. Give me a call at 532-2147 or drop by my office here in Torrington. J.G. Elliott Insurance, a Platte Valley company.
Welcome back to Wiseman Field here in Torrington, Wyoming. The Trailblazers lead Newcastle at half in the regular season finale, 21-0 on the Clark & Associates scoreboard. As we talked about, a lot of playoff implications tonight across Wyoming. And we'll take a look at some scores. They're brought to you by the Bronco Grill House. When you're in the mood for a really good hamburger, why not go where you'll get the best burger in town? That's at the Bronco, downtown Torrington on Main Street. Go check them out. That's the Bronco Grill House. Let's take a look at two-way scores. As we talked about, watching that Tongue River Wheatland game. And still scoreless in the second quarter. That's according to YO Preps. Also, other scores, Bighorn over Burns in the second quarter, 28-0. And Mountain View over Kimmer, 21-0 in the second quarter. That's two-way scores. Let's take a look at 1A9, man. You heard it on KERM-FM earlier today. Southeast will host a playoff game next week. They get the 2 seed. They beat Pine Bluffs in their regular season finale this afternoon, 30-20, the final in that one. And Lusk, who will be the 4 seed, trails right now in the second quarter, 12-0. Other scores in 1A9, man. In the first quarter, it's Saratoga 6, Lingle 0. Lingle, of course, the 1 seed next week. They'll host a playoff game in Lingle. Other scores in 1A9, man. At half, it's Big Piney over Riverside, 21-0. And as we talked about, the Friday night scoreboard show on later tonight. You can hear Tim Hurst and John Gunn at 10:05 tonight. He'll have a lot of those playoff scenarios figured out for you. And he'll let you know who's going to play who next week. As we talked about, 3 Goshen County schools will host a playoff game next week. Glad to see that. That's a good problem to have here in the county. And, of course, we will let you know as the week goes on which teams will broadcast as well. Stay tuned to Tim Hurst Sports Show next week in the mornings at about 7:50 in the morning. Tim Hurst will have you all updated on that broadcast schedule for the first week of playoffs next week. Again, Torrington leads at half in the regular season finale here at Wiseman. Torrington 21, Newcastle 0 on the Clark & Associates scoreboard. Probably about 5 minutes away from the second half, so we'll take another break and be back with that second half right after this.
Landscaping Plus on East Highway 26 in Torrington is ready to help you create the outdoor space of your dreams. With an experienced crew and an eye for attractive landscaping design, you can trust Landscaping Plus with any project you might have for your yard. They also carry sprinkler parts and other lawn and garden items that you may need for those do-it-yourself projects. Give Rob a call today and he can help you find the perfect design for your home. Landscaping Plus in Torrington, 532-6067.
Preparing your vehicle for safe and dependable winter driving is essential in the fall. Laramie Peak Motors is making it easier. Now through October 31st, receive a 10% discount on an antifreeze system service. We will inspect your antifreeze, pressure check the system for leaks, and flush and refill the system if needed. If you need tires for safe winter driving, pick up any set of 4 tires and receive a free alignment check with towing set. Call 322-2355 or make an appointment online at LaramiePeakMotors.com.
I used to think that so long as I was careful, I couldn't get injured. But being sidelined with a torn ACL definitely wasn't in my plans this season. My family made an appointment for me with the providers at Memorial Hospital of Converse County. Their knowledge and care helped me heal and learn how to prevent future injuries. I found an all-star team for my healthcare in their orthopedic and sports medicine department, one that will keep me in great shape and suiting up. I discovered that bigger isn't always better at Memorial Hospital of Converse County.
So I switched my insurance to State Farm, and get this. I talked to an actual State Farm agent who lives in my actual town. And get this. My actual agent in my actual town gave me actual help with the coverage I needed. And get this. My actual agent in my actual town who gave me actual help actually knows my name. And get this. they actually say, it's called service.
Insurance with a local agent? It's called service. Call Lisa, Jenny, or Caitlin at State Farm Agent Mike Rafferty's office in Torrington.
Tired of feeling stuck? Platte Valley Bank can help keep your finances moving forward. We have checking account options to fit your lifestyle and an online account chooser to make finding the right account easy. Now is the time to grab every opportunity and enjoy the ride with Platte Valley Bank. Start today at www.pvbank.com. You belong here.
Platte Valley Bank, member FDIC.
The importance of mental health has never been more prevalent, especially when it comes to our youth in the area. Young people can face difficulties, and number 34 in Torrington is here to help. Shad and the crew are now offering wraparound services in Torrington, Laramie, Cheyenne, Douglas, Wheatland, Lusk, and all towns in between. Number 34 wants you to reach your fullest potential, and they want to help you do just that. To learn more, call 532-0134.
Trust is an important thing. That's why the folks at Blodorn Lumber work hard to earn your trust each and every day. You can count on Blodorn Lumber whether it's a new home building project, a new deck, kitchen, bath remodel, or simply making a plumbing or electrical repair. They will have the right products and the professional know-how to help you. That's why they offer over 60,000 products for your home. And with that kind of choice and a little professional help, you can get the results that you're looking for with your next project. That's Blodorn Lumber in Torrington. At Platte River Family Dentistry, it's their vision that patients have the freedom to choose a lifetime of optimum dental health. It's their mission to provide progressive excellence in dental care with the ultimate in patient comfort. Dr. Marsh, Dr. Lucas, and the staff are always striving to learn the most up-to-date information, so it's clear to see that Platte River Family Dentistry is the right choice for your dental health. They appreciate your referrals and always welcome new patients. Call Platte River Family Dentistry at 532-4448.
At Points West Community Bank, we know that agriculture is more than a business. It is a way of life. With over 94 years of experience in serving Goshen County, we understand and value the ways of our local farmers and ranchers. Through the quality of banking services and lending relationships, we take the time to know our customer and learn their operation firsthand. Stop in today to meet with our friendly and experienced lending staff to discuss your agricultural business needs. We look forward to seeing you. Points West Community Bank, a new direction in banking. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Hear that? Does it make you thirsty? Torrington Beverage supplies Pepsi and Gatorade products to the grocery stores, most of the convenience stores, bars, and restaurants in Goshen, Platte, and Niobrara counties. They are a local business that supports our youth in school activities, 4-H, and FFA. If you would like Pepsi products at your business or at your next function, give them a call at 307-532-5828. Hope you get your Pepsi thirst on.
Torrington Vision Source is a proud radio sponsor of area athletes and the Wyoming Cowboys. We're your one source for your family's eye care needs. Eye exam, full service optical, contact lenses, eye diseases and injuries, surgical co-management. We use the latest in technology, not only in diagnosing your problem, but also in the products to fix it. Our helpful and friendly staff is just a phone call or click away. 532-4114 or TorringtonVisionSource.com or like us on Facebook. Torrington Vision Source. Doctors Grant and Linda Jones, East M Street in Torrington.
Well, it'll be Jacob Abuzara putting the toe to it for Newcastle. This is a low squibber, and Newcastle was offsides. So, play dead as we begin the second half, and the Dogies will back up 5 yards. Haven't seen that in a while.
Something that should not happen very often unless you're going for that onside, but maybe somebody was just a little excited. Get down there and try and hit somebody.
Abuzara talking to my old buddy from Newcastle, John Tidyman, doing their broadcast before the game, and said that he's an exchange student. Sophomore. No, wrong. Senior. Abuzara Going to kick it to either Greiman or Morehouse, and it'll be Landry Greiman from the 15. So he has a big head start to the 30. Greiman out to the 40-yard line, out to midfield. First down, Blazers.
Great job by Landry. Again, you're kind of talking about on the punt, getting that thing with the head of steam and just getting upfield. Then you got to give his return guys credit for a great job of blocking there, giving them gaps to run through, putting it at almost midfield to start the half.
They will set her down right at midfield. Guys, unfortunately, I see Tyler Nikolai on crutches on the near side here. He was hurt on special teams back in the first quarter. 1st and 10 Blazers. Hager will start out in the shotgun. Torrington leads at 21-0. Now here's the give. The flip back to Hager, wants to throw, fires, it's caught. Greiman at the 25-yard line and tackled there. Well, little razzle-dazzle on the Newcastle side, little razzle-dazzle on the Blazers side with a double reverse throwback.
Yeah, nice play design there, too. They sent, was it Stoll or Shields deep? Both guys went for that guy, and then Landry came up underneath him wide open.
Greiman having a game tonight, already has a touchdown.
Yeah, in all facets, too. Been some good returns from him.
Big gainer right there. Blazers in business, just outside the red zone. They'll send Twins to the near side. Single receiver Stoll to the left. Fake the give. Hager going to keep it off left tackle. Hager with some room. Hager to the 10, 5. Touchdown, Torrington. Bryce Hager. 25 yards.
Yeah, nice job. Good fake there, giving it to Riggs. Look like they're going to go around the end, and then Bryce just going straight up the gut, making 2 cuts, getting us all the way to the end zone.
Well, just like we talked about, too, you get those points before the half, then you come right out and score.
Torrington has blown this game wide open. Hackett out to attempt the point after. It's a fake. Morehouse wants to throw. Looking to the end zone, going to try to keep it himself and puts his head down and gets it across. So everything going right now for the Blazers. Just a couple of plays there, and they're in the end zone. And with 11:05 still left here in the third quarter, it's Torrington 29, Newcastle nothing. And we're back to Wiseman Field in 30 seconds.
There's a new option in town for your new Ford car, truck, or SUV. This is Al Maloney, General Manager at Transwest Ford in Scotts Bluff. Transwest Ford would like to invite you to visit our dealership and see all the exciting changes going on. We offer new and pre-owned vehicles, a 26-bay service department, along with a large parts department and fleet commercial options too. Transwest Ford has all your automotive needs covered. Transwest Ford, located at 1515 East 20th Street in Scotts Bluff. Stop by today or visit us online at twford.com.
Well, didn't take the Blazers long here in the third quarter, and they add to the lead. Bryce Hager, 25-yard run. Ryan Morehouse, 2-point conversion. 29-0.
Yeah, 2 big chunk plays again. You know, they're just getting the big plays tonight. So nice job by Nikolai. Coach Nikolai drawing up some nice stuff.
Adam Bartlett to kick it again. Gets into this one. Nice kick by Bartlett. Going to drive Vanderpool Mobley back to the goal line, drops the football. Heads out of there. Up the right side, tripped up, down he goes. Nunu Brady. With the stop. And I think, I was going to say, is this going to be inside the 20? No, they're going to give him the 21. Always nice when you can get that stop inside the touchback when they bring it out from near the goal line.
He was kind of in trouble there since he dropped the kick about on the 2. He had no other choice on that one.
Newcastle will split a receiver to either side. Direct snap going to Hathaway. Going to get caught in the backfield. Down he goes. Jacob Durant and Bryce Hager. Bryce Hager says, I have the football. but I think Newcastle will keep it. Loss of 1. Now the Blazers really pinning their ears back and coming after the Dogie in that front box.
You know, that's another thing Torrington's done real well in this little stretch that they've had. They've been able to get up on their opponents early and get them down and then pin their ears back and get after it defensively, be able to be a lot more aggressive.
Trips to the left side. Trofgruben stands in the gun. Pitch back. Hathaway going left side. And Hathaway, some positive yardage before he's stacked up across the 25 out to about the 26. Gain of about 5 on the play for Hathaway. 3rd down and 5, Newcastle.
Kind of like we've been talking about, that's the only way really that Newcastle's got yardage is on those sweeps around the end.
One thing's for sure, Landon Hathaway is going to be a good one. Blazers probably won't see him ever again going back to 3A, but Class 2A East be warned. Trofgruben to throw, looking near side, this incomplete, looking for Hathaway out in the flat. And just too far out in front of him. Going to bring up 4th and 5. Not much of a decision here for Matt Konzelman. Going to boot it away.
Yeah, good decision by Trofgruben that time to throw that one away. Shields was playing underneath the receiver, and if he would have tried to get it to him, Shields was right in position to get that interception.
Beestrom going to stand on his 13, and the return boys, Greiman and Morehouse, back on about their 42. Stoppage of play.
I think they're trying to get some lights off here in the end zone. Cars parked over there.
I'm not sure they're getting the message, Bubba, and they're not listening to the radio either.
Well, there was 2 cars. The one got it, but the second car is not hearing it yet.
Will play on. Beestrom, good snap to him, bangs it out of there. Going to drive Greiman back to his 33-yard line. Heads up the middle. Dodges a couple tackles, hits hard in the back. Down he goes at about the 37. Big hit right there, Jace Rich.
Nice job by Landry fielding that one, though. I mean, he was drifting back, had to catch it over the shoulder, but I think if he wouldn't have caught it where he did, that might have taken a Newcastle bounce. Might have put Torrington even back inside the 20, if not worse.
One thing I've seen Blazer punt return teams get a lot better at this season, not letting that ball hit the ground and roll. It's a field position ball game for sure. And these guys are learning. There's a give up the middle. This is Riggs. Riggs with a first down out to midfield into Newcastle territory. Down at the 47-yard line. Touchdown saving tackle perhaps. Colin McConkey. First down Torrington, their 9th of the night. Newcastle with 4 on the evening. Blazers will send Twins to the right side, single receiver Stoll to the left. Hager shotgun, the give to Riggs off right tackle. Nice cut by Riggs. He'll have another first down. Across the 40 down to about the 37-yard line. That'll be enough to move the chains. They'll spot it up at the 36.
I know Coach Steinmetz said he'll play his starters tonight, but you wonder, after you score this touchdown, if you do score, when you'll start seeing some reserves coming in for the Blazers here.
Yeah, it'd be good for experience going into the playoffs, and it'd be nice to kind of rest some people, make sure you don't pick up another little injury somewhere along the way.
Twins to the left side. This time Bryce up under center, split back formation behind him, and a counter give coming. Jacob Durant, he's in the clear. Durant to the 20 and tripped up at the 18-yard line. Troftgruben saves a touchdown. It's been one play and a first down all the way down the field here for the Blazers as they lead at 29-0. 7:47 left here in the third. Twins again to the left side, Stoll to the right. This time Bryce will back up in the gun. Got a back on either side of him. The give, Durant. Jacob in the clear. Jacob to the 10, 5, touchdown Torrington. Jacob Durant. 19 yards. And that Blazer front has worn down the Dogies.
Yeah, great job by him up front. Most of everything there was just running the ball. Big chunk plays there, and all the Blazer backs running hard right now, getting their yards. But like you said, I think that offensive line is doing a great job tonight wearing down Newcastle.
Hackett to attempt the point after. Snap is good. Hold is down. Kick is on the way by the sophomore, and it is good. Torrington rolling along to the playoffs. 7:26 left here in the third quarter. Clark and Associates scoreboard. It's Torrington 36, Newcastle nothing. Back to Wiseman Field, 30 seconds.
Before you head out on your next road trip, Ty's Pit Stop in Lingle invites you to stop in and stock up. They continue to serve the area with competitive gas prices, and they've got plenty of road trip snacks to choose from. With Coca-Cola products along with other hot and cold beverages, snacks, fresh entrees that are always hot and ready, and even adult beverages for the weekend. Ty's Pit Stop on the corner in Lingle, locally and veteran owned and operated.
So Jacob Durant gets into the action. 19-yard touchdown run by him. Holden Hackett's kick makes it 36-zip. Bartlett again out to kick off. This one coming to Vanderpool. Mobley at the 10-yard line. To the 20, working the left side. Drew Kramer with the tackle at about the 32.
Nice job by the freshman on special teams. That's about his second or third tackle.
Third one.
Out here on the special team. So great job by the freshman. Stepping up and taking advantage of his opportunities out there.
It'll be first down Dogies at the 31-yard line. One more score by the Blazers, and we'll have us a running clock here in the second half. Now here's McConkey. Direct snap to him, working the left side. Shields breaks it up. Grayson Shields will throw McConkey for the loss.
Yeah, nice job again by the Blazers, just kind of stringing that out, pushing it to the sideline. Getting that loss at 3 there, just good penetration into the backfield.
Give Colin McConkey -3 on the play, 2nd and 13. He'll come in motion once again. This time Troftgruben just going to keep it, and he'll get pummeled. Caden Romick made him pay, also Ty Bennick, the All-Stater.
Yeah, you can tell this Newcastle O-line just gassed right now.
No gain on the play. 3rd down and 13.
You also talk about, Torrington's got quite a few seniors out there where Newcastle's a little bit younger in their skill positions, and right now some of that experience is just taking over. And then you throw in last year, Newcastle ending Torrington's season. A little extra motivation out there right now for the Blazers.
They'll split twins to either side. Troffgruben all along in the backfield. Looking to throw. Fires near side. Got a man, but broken up. Nathaniel Stoll had a shot at an interception. Defending against Vanderpool Mobley. Breaks it up. Ball falls harmlessly to the turf. Incomplete. 4th down and long. Newcastle back in punting formation once again.
Yeah, nice luxury right now for the Blazers being up. They can play deep and just keep everything in front of them. Like that play kind of looked like he was open for a minute, but Torrington's just playing deep, able to come up and make a play.
Beestrom to boot it away. Blazers have been close to getting that thing blocked on him all night. That one close again, but it'll bound out of bounds at about midfield. And it'll be 1st down Blazers at their own 49-yard line. Starters back out there for Torrington. At least one more trip down the field, get into the end zone here, and the clock won't stop the rest of the way.
Yeah, look for the Blazers to stay aggressive, keep the foot on the gas here, finish this thing up strong.
They'll slip into a bunch formation to the left side. Hager shotgun. The give to Riggs that way and slips one tackle by McConkey. McConkey another shot at him. Riggs keeps his feet, and basically all that work to get back to the line of scrimmage. Credit Colin McConkey with slipping through there, the sophomore, and messing that play all up for the gain of 1 by Riggs.
Yeah, nice job by Riggs, too, just shedding that one early, keeping his feet, getting back to the line of scrimmage. Easily could have been a loss of 5 for the Blazers on that one. Just a nice individual effort there by Riggs.
Twins to either side. Now Greiman in motion, jet sweep to him. Greiman around the right side. He's got some room to midfield into Dogie territory and near a 1st down. They'll spot it up at the 42, going to be a yard shy. 3rd and 1. And now a Blazer hits the turf in the backfield. Could be a cramped situation here. Who's the player? Might be Hager. I believe it is.
Yeah, see Hager walking off there.
I think it's Greiman. I don't see his number standing up right now.
Yeah, it is Greiman. My mistake.
Let's hope it's just a cramp.
Being attended to by Coach Steinmetz and Emily Orgus with North Platte Physical Therapy.
Seems to be walking okay.
Well, another warm night. It hasn't been anything but in the 5 home games this year at Wiseman. Maybe a touch drizzly with temps in the high 30s, low 40s last week at Upton Sundance. That was the worst one of the whole year. Just been an unbelievable year of weather. As Hager will keep it himself, he'll have a 1st down across the 40 to the 39-yard line. And this one tonight in late October, one of the very best of the whole year.
Yeah, it was a nice night, nice and warm to start off the evening, but, I mean, right now it's just about perfect football weather. Not too hot, not cold, but beautiful night out here.
1st down and 10. Torrington, their 12th 1st down of the night. Hager shotgun, Shields in motion, fake the jet sweep to give up the middle to Riggs. Sheds one tackler, now tackled from behind. Riggs still on his feet across the 35 down to the 34-yard line. Great second effort.
Yeah, I've been impressed all year with how these Torrington ball carriers run the ball. They will never get up after that first point of contact.
Riggs gains 5 on the play, 2nd and 5.
And kudos to Rig transferring in this year, a little bit different system, a little bit different for him here at this level. But he's handled it well, and he's improved almost every game this season.
Bunch formation to the right side. Fake the reverse. Riggs will keep, and a short gainer here. Across a 35 down to about the 33. Going to be shy of a first down. Only a pickup of about a yard there for Riggs. 3rd down and 4, Torrington. Got to get to the 29.
Might be a situation where they're in 4-down territory as well, so playbook's wide open here. Try to get it here or even get a couple yards, and then 4th down, you can go for it as well.
Russell Steinmetz said earlier, not hiding any plays here tonight from film. Going to lay it all out there, show as much as we can. Give Cokeville and others tough time preparing for us. Here's Riggs, right up the middle. Riggs off right tackle, and he'll have a first down. Across the 30 down to the 28-yard line. Torrington moves the chains for the 13th time tonight.
Good job this drive, too, by the Blazers, eating up that clock.
Yeah, kind of a luxury right now. They've had some nice big chunk plays, kind of have Newcastle on their heels. If they want to pass or run, this time it's just been a little run heavy. See if they're going to keep it on the ground.
From the gun, little flare out here near side. Greiman slips one tackle. Down he goes on the second one. Aiden Butler gets him. Inside the 30 at about the 28. That's the original line of scrimmage, no gain.
Nice job staying in bounds, though, keeping the clock moving.
Torrington will send twins to the right side. Single receiver Stoll to the left. A back on each side of Heger. Durant might have gone early. No flag. And now the give to Riggs across the 25 down to about the 22. Blazers fortunate to not get a false start on that one. 3rd down and 4. Torrington.
You know, when Ryan talked earlier about Newcastle kind of being gassed on that defensive line, they've been out there for a lot of snaps just in this 3rd quarter. Torrington's really dominated the time of possession.
Old-fashioned deep set eye here. The pitch back coming. Riggs cuts it up. Riggs takes on tacklers across the 20 down to the 18, 19-yard line. That's right at the first down marker. All depends on the spot. They'll set it down just inside the 19. And it's going to be short by a football length, 4th down. No choice here. Blazers will keep on chugging away. Twins to the right side. Hager up under center. He'll keep it himself, picks a nice hole to run through, and he'll have a first down to the 16-yard line.
Yeah, nice job by Hager that time, not just going straight ahead behind the center, took that step back, doing it over the right guard tackle area. Nice little crease.
9 seconds left. Torrington will let time tick off the clock, and we have reached the 4th quarter in the final game of the regular season. After 3 on the Clark & Associates scoreboard. A 2-touchdown 3rd quarter by the Blazers. It's 36-0. To the 4th we go in 1 minute.
Now is the time to contract your protein supplement needs. Westco Feed is now offering contracts on cake, tubs, and pellets to ensure ranchers can lock in their feed costs for this coming winter and spring. Count on unmatched service when it comes to the success of your operation. Call your local Westco Feed salesman or Jared at 308-760-0909 to learn more. Westco. Service, solutions, success.
Westco's your best value through and through.
Whether you need your garage door replaced or repaired, you can have peace of mind knowing that the job will be done right by Kevin and the other professionals at Wheatland Garage Door. Serving Eastern Wyoming for the past 7 years with over 20 years of experience, you'll get quality workmanship, warranties for new installs, and always free estimates. For residential, commercial, and industrial doors, go to wheatlandgaragedoor.com or call them today at 307-322-2200.
Grant Jones, Lance Petch, Ryan Keith. One more quarter to go in the regular season. Of course, as we said, the Blazers will be right back here next Friday night, hosting the Cokeville Panthers once again. 3 out of 4 years, same opening round opponent. Now, Hager pumps once, wants to go to the end zone. Now he's just going to try to run it out of there. Fires towards the end zone and just threw it away.
Nice job by Hager buying a little extra time trying to find something downfield and then just realizing he didn't have much opportunity there. Just throw it away. Live for another day there.
Yeah, that's a lot of poise by the senior. And we've seen that improve throughout this season as well. Just looks very comfortable now in that offense. Takes a lot to shake number 6. That's for sure. 2nd and 10 from the 16. He's back in the gun. Jet sweep coming near side to Greiman. Cuts it up. Landry trying to get anything he can here. Won't get back to the line of scrimmage. McConkey again on the stop. Also number 50, Jace Rich. They'll call it no gain. 3rd down and 10.
Yeah, Newcastle's done a nice job against that jet sweep for this evening. You know, Landry typically gets a lot of good yardage off of that one, but this evening he just hasn't had a whole lot going on with it.
Twins to the left side. Single receiver Stoll to the right. Hager's in the gun once again. Shields in motion. Fake the give, and the give now on the counter to Riggs across the 10, down to about the 7. Short of a first down. They'll spot it up at the 8. Yeah, now they'll give him the 7. Yeah, we'll call it 4th and 2. Holden Hackett going to attempt a field goal. Morehouse is going to put it down at the 14-yard line, 24-yard attempt. Holden Hackett, the sophomore. Long snapper is Mac Hibben. Snap is good. Hold is down by Morehouse. Kick on the way and no good. Didn't even see which way he missed it, guys. To the left?
I think he missed to the left.
Boy, it was close. But no cigar for Holden Hackett. Score remains Blazers 36, Newcastle nothing. Dogie offense back out on the field.
Nice time-consuming drive, though, there by the Blazers. I mean, I know they didn't come away with points, which is what they would like to do, but great job by them. I don't know, it was, 5-7 minute possession right there. A lot of running, not much passing at all there. So good ball control and way to just wear that defense down even more.
We'll see if the Dogies go into throw mode here. They're not lining up like it. And Troffgruben will just keep it himself. Actually, that was a different ball carrier. Yeah, I think it was Hathaway.
Yeah.
Picks up 2. 2nd and 8. Three receivers out in the pattern now for the Dogies. Nobody in the backfield. Jet sweep to Hathaway. Trying to use some blocking and can't quite get back to the line of scrimmage. Andrew Hefner messing that play all up. We'll call it no gain. 3rd down and 8. Newcastle.
And nice to see some of the younger players getting in for the Blazers right now, getting important snaps for experience.
Same design once again, but somebody's got it inside. There's a big tackle that picked the ball up and didn't fool Jacob Durant one bit. That was Zach Orsborn. One of those fake the jet sweep and give it to the big dude. Didn't work. No gain, 4th and 8. And another punting situation for Newcastle. Flag comes in. This snap will be stopped. It'll be a false start on the Dogies.
Just a dominating half so far by the Blazers. Have Newcastle for less than 100 yards of total offense for the game. But even you look at this half, it's been not much at all for them. I think they're about 10 yards, 15 yards maybe total offense.
Beestrom will be backed up to his 5. He'll bang it out of there. This is a nice spiral that will drive Morehouse back to the 40. Ryan's just going to get away from the football. It'll roll dead at the 37. That's where the Blazers will have it. 1st and 10 with 8 minutes and 7 seconds left.
Quick Bronco Grillhouse score update. At halftime, Wheatland 7, Tongue River 0.
That is a tight one.
You said that was for a 3rd seed?
Correct. Loser gets the 4th. There's Durant, hit hard, driven backwards. Flag comes in.
Kind of a late flag also after there, after contact almost as he was going down.
It's going to be a hold on the Blazers. Just their 2nd penalty of the night.
Yeah, I was going to say they've been playing some clean football. You'd mentioned Cokeville coming to town, Grant. We're going to have to check our uprights on the goalposts. Wasn't that Cokeville coming to town one year and it blew it down with the wind?
That was the state championship, Bubs, against the Lyman Eagles.
That was.
Yep. And would you believe our only points as Riggs around the left side. Nice run here by Riggs. Going to get a big chunk of it back. Working for a 1st down. He's got it. He's to midfield and into Newcastle territory. Tremendous effort by the junior. All the way down to the 47-yard line. How he did not go down beyond me. Yeah, our only points in the game, a field goal on those uprights. Yeah, Dave Plendle had to scramble back then and get some kind of contraption to. Boy, was a wind howling that day.
They were a little crooked,
Unbelievable.
but they were back up.
Here's a give. Riggs right up the middle. Caden across the 45 down to the 43-yard line. That's good enough for a pickup of 4 on the play. Going to bring up 2nd and 6.
And that last rush by Riggs puts them over 100 yards on the evening. This new one put them at about 111 yards for the night. Nice job by Riggs.
2nd down and 6. Hager back in the gun with a running back to either side. 3 wide receivers in the Blazer pattern. This is Jacob Durant off left tackle across the 40 down to the 39. Stop there. Tackles led by McConkey. Also Nathan White in there for Newcastle. Yeah, how about that with Cokeville, guys? 3 out of 4 years, the only year the Blazers don't go to the playoffs last year. All the other years, the opening round opponent, Cokeville Panthers, in Wiseman Field. I guess they're used to the trip to Torrington.
They will be one that is happy to see Torrington go back up to 3A, so they don't have to make this trip.
3rd down and 2. Hager up under center. This will be blown dead. False start, Torrington. Third down and 7. Ball backed up to the 44. Deep set here in the gun by Hager. Twins to the right side. High snap to Bryce over his head. He's got to go back and get it. Just gathers and thrown for the big loss. Back at the Torrington 45-yard line. So that drive snuffed out by the Dogies. Bring up a punting situation here, and we'll get to see the leg of Holden Hackett. Blazers haven't punted in a while, guys. Early first quarter, maybe?
I think it was.
Maybe just the second punt of the night coming here from Hackett.
Yeah, did a real nice job taking care of the ball, being aggressive, pushing it down. Obviously now I think they're just trying to run some clock, get out of here, but maybe losing a little bit of focus here, which is easy to do in a game like this.
They'll let it run down and take a timeout, and we'll take it with them. 4:31 left in the ball game. On the CNA scoreboard, Torrington 36, Newcastle nothing. We're back in 30 seconds.
Texting and driving? Everyone knows there really is no and. You're either texting or you're driving. In other words, if you're typing or reading anything while you're behind the wheel, you're not paying attention and you're not in control of your vehicle. That's why law enforcement around the state is cracking down on distracted driving. Hey, Wyoming, let's put an end to texting and driving because we all know better. There is no and. This message was paid for by WYDOT.
Do you need a taxidermist this hunting season? 157 Skullworks is your new local taxidermist in Goshen County. 157 Skullworks specializes in skull mounts for all game animals. 157 Skullworks will never boil your skulls, instead using other techniques to create the highest quality mounts at affordable prices. 157 Skullworks will pick up and drop off trophies anywhere in Goshen County. Go to 157skullworks.com to make your trophy last a lifetime.
Well, the Blazers trying to run some time off the clock here. They'll spend their first time out of the second half. 4th down. Golly, and about 19. Good snap to Hackett. He'll bang it out of there. This is a low end-over-ender that's going to sail out of bounds on the far side. They'll have to run this up a few yards. They'll stop at the 31. And actually, official changes his mind and backs up a yard to the 30.
See if Newcastle changes anything here. Thought they'd air it out more that last drive. They opted to go with the run.
Seeing some Blazer subs in there now. Adam Bartlett, again, #1 singles tennis player for Torrington. Played football when he was younger and joined the team late. Of course, those guys can do that. Eichenberger will anchor the middle linebacker spot, and big tackle there by Andrew Hafner against Teddy Troffgruben. Stops him for a 1-yard gain. Jacob Durant in there, also Braden Heim in there defensively.
You know, we talk about getting that experience, and some of these younger kids, there's just nothing that can replicate a game-like situation, even though it's a blowout. Maybe not as intense as it is, but still being in that game, working on those jitters is important.
After Trough-Gruben, good pressure applied right there by Jeremiah Hafner. That rushed the throw of Trough-Gruben for the incompletion. 3rd down and 9. Clock stop, 3:45.
Not sure, I don't know a whole lot about Newcastle, but I thought they were kind of a more passing attack team than what they've shown this evening. That's the 8th attempt by Trough-Gruben. He is 0 for 8 on the night, so maybe credit that to the D-line as well as the DBs back there.
Well, I think they prefer to run the football, no doubt about it. And this one nearly picked off by Adam Bartlett. That would have been something. But it just hit the turf. But this new core of Blazers along the front line, taking advantage of their time, they're getting after it. They've spent the entire drive in the Newcastle backfield. So kudos to them.
I think it was Heim maybe that had pressure on the quarterback right there and got the ball deflected, which gave Bartlett that opportunity to go for the interception.
Newcastle will be forced to punt. Beestrom's going to stand at his 13. Check it, his 17. This is a end-over-ender that'll take a Dogie bounce at the 45 and roll dead at the 40. That's where Torrington will have it. 1st and 10. Blazer offense back on the field. And initially we'll start this drive with the regular core. Happy bunch of fans here on the near side, enjoying a gorgeous night once again. They're ready for the playoffs. Three receivers in the Blazer pattern here. Greiman's going to come in motion. The give is to Riggs, left tackle. Riggs, as a flag comes in, this will be coming back. Riggs with a 1st down run into Dogie territory. But we may have another hold here.
Yeah, nice run there by Riggs, kind of like Ryan alluded to a little bit ago. It looks like the Newcastle front line, they're just gassed out there, and Torrington line is just doing a great job pushing them back, giving that running back a great opportunity.
It'll be a hold on the Blazers' 4th penalty tonight now for 30 yards. Newcastle tonight penalized 6 times for 45. 1st and 20, Torrington now back on the 30. 3:17, time moving here in a 36-0 ball game. Twins to the left side, Greiman to the right. Nunu Brady in the backfield with Hager in the gun. Shields, fake the jet sweep to him. Here's Brady coming up the left side, tripped up at the 35-yard line. Falls forward to about the 38. It's a big chunk of it back right there for Brady. Going to be 2nd down and 12, Torrington, from that 38-yard line.
You know, the nice part for Torrington right now is they have had some injuries early in the year at the running back, so they've had to shift a bunch of people back in there to get some good experience to be able to use more people.
Twins left. This time Hager will slip up under center. Brady the lone setback. Duran in the slot. Fake the jet sweep. Brady once again getting some work. Brady with a 1st down and more. Brady out to midfield and down. Sorry, not a 1st down. close to one. Yep, they're going to give it to him. He'll put it down right at midfield. That's all he needed to get to. First down, number 16 for the Blazers, and a good run by the junior running back.
Yeah, Brady, not normally one you see back there too often. But if you'll remember that Burns game, he came in and made some plays. He's done that tonight so far, too, coming in to run the ball.
Yeah, pretty nice little stiff arm there, too, to get that defender off him for that extra 5 yards.
1st and 10, Torrington. Hager slips back in the gun, Brady beside him. The give to Nunu. Left side, Nunu across the 45, has some room. Brady to the 30 and down as Brady rips off a 20-yard run. Clock moving as we approach a minute to play. And it's kneel down time for Ryan Morehouse. Blazers say that's enough. He'll let time slip off the clock. Will take the snap, take the knee, and that should do it. The offense will head to the sidelines, and this one is in the books. Torrington avenges last year's nightmare in Newcastle as they win their 6th game of the year and are primed for a playoff run, which will start at Wiseman Field next week. Final score, Torrington 36, Newcastle nothing. Stay tuned as we'll have end of the game stats, wrap up, and a word from head coach Russell Steinmetz. We'll start all that in 2 minutes.
This is Wade Brew, Market President with Pinnacle Bank. Pinnacle Bank has been serving the lending needs of farmers, ranchers, and commercial business owners of the Wyobraska area, where we've called home for over 100 years. Let us put our resources to work for you with local decision-making from a family-owned bank. Give us a call or visit us at www.wypinnbank.com. Pinnacle Bank, Torrington and Mitchell, the way banking should be. Member FDIC.
Healthcare should be easy. At Banner Health Torrington Community Hospital, feel free to set your pace and choose your path. Torrington Community Hospital offers new technologies, in-state specialists, and the healthcare professionals you know, for a road less traveled and a familiar face along the way. Torrington Community Hospital, providing a wide scope of care, helping you make healthcare easier so that life can be better.
Are you planning a kitchen remodel but don't know where to start?
Hi, this is Dan Shields from Century Lumber. Start with semi-custom diamond cabinets and Century Lumber. Diamond cabinets offer the latest door styles and finishes at an affordable price. I can walk you through all the features and benefits and provide a free estimate and expert design. Stop in and turn that vision of your dream kitchen into a reality with the help of Century Lumber Center in Torrington.
Specializing in custom cattle feeding, Dinklage Feed Yards features old-fashioned reliability and commitment to create better feeding and marketing opportunities, including specialty programs such as Verified Natural and NHTC. Dinklage ranks as the top choice of progressive cattle feeders throughout the country, and our financing department offers a prompt, convenient, and competitive response to our customers' cattle or feed financing needs. Make Dinklage a part of your team and allow us to maximize your profits. Dinklage Feed, East Highway 26, Torrington.
Domino's carryout deal means you can carry out one-topping pizzas for $7.99 each when you order online or by phone. Just in case there's any confusion, we've even set up a helpful website to confirm if today is a day you can carry out one-topping pizzas for $7.99 each. Just go to howabouttoday.com to find out if Domino's carryout deal is valid today. Spoiler alert, it is. Carry out only. Ask for this offer. Availability and charges may vary. Size availability varies by crust type. Excludes XL and specialty. Your local store may charge extra for some toppings and sauces.
Blazers win it tonight as they avenge last year's loss on the road, knocking them out of the playoffs up at Newcastle. They beat the Dogies here. Shut them out. Final score, 36-0. Torrington back in action next week at home, first round of the playoffs, taking on the Cokeville Panthers. Into the game stats. Brought to you by number 34. The importance of mental health has never been more prevalent, especially when it comes to the youth in our area. Shad and the crew at number 34 have been serving our area for over 15 years. They're currently looking for a family care coordinator and a family support partner, so call 532-0134 to learn more about employment opportunities. Number 34, bringing you into the game stats. 3 second quarter scores for the Blazers. First quarter was a stalemate between these two. Second quarter, 9:47. Bryce Hager starts it off with a 1-yard run. The Hackett kick made it 7-0. 7:27 left in the second. Blazers come right back. A pitch and catch. Hager to Shields. 59 yards. The Hackett kick made it 14-0. And the Blazers another score before the halftime break. 34 seconds left. It was Landry Greiman on the other end of a 21-yard toss from Bryce Hager. Hackett's kick made the halftime score 21-0. Quarter number 3, Blazers get the ball, and it takes them less than a minute to get in the end zone. Hager, 25 yards out, his second touchdown of the night. Ryan Morehouse faked the PAT and ran it in himself to make it a 29-0 lead for Torrington. And then the Blazers stop the Dogies once again, get the ball back. 7:26 left. The final score of the night, Jacob Durant goes in from 19 yards out. Hackett's kick made it the final score of 36-0. Torrington finishes the night 17 first downs to Newcastle's 4. The Blazers penalized 4 times for 30 yards. Newcastle 6 times for 45 yards. 1 turnover by the Blazers. That was the fumble by Riggs. Over to Lance here for a further look at your team and individual stats.
All right, we'll start off with the Newcastle Dogies. Hathaway in the rushing department had 15 carries, 84 yards. Truff Grubin had 9 carries for 14 yards. Mobley had him with 4 for 0. And Crabtree had 2 for 9. And McConkey had 1 carry for -3. Had that as 104 yards of offense there. In the passing, had Truff Grubin was 0 for 9, so they had 0 yards passing, just 104 total for the night in total offense. For the Blazers, in the rushing department, Riggs had him with 18 carries for 111 yards. Hager had 11 carries for 68. He had a couple negative yardage plays there, but that was basically the snap that we struggled on carrying and receiving there. Landry Greiman had 3 carries for 8 yards. Durant had 4 for 43. And then Nunu Brady came in late in the game, had 3 carries for 38 yards. And the rushing department had a total of 268 yards for the Blazers. Passing, had Hager had 19 attempts, 196 yards. Shields had 2 catches for 103. Greiman had 5 catches for 91. Had the Blazers for 464 yards of total offense. So just some complete domination there on both sides of the ball looking at the stats.
All right, Lance, and quick post-game conference with Russell and his players. He's right up here, up in the booth, and this is going to turn like into the Spanish Inquisition with you here. You got 3-on-1, so I hope you're ready, Chief.
I'm ready. Fire away.
This could be tough. No, there's really not a whole lot to talk about. another great game by your guys. Another dominant performance. Maybe one that just didn't start off maybe like you expected or wanted to.
Yeah, absolutely. We talked about how we've been getting off to quick starts, usually with our first possession, go down and score, and that was not the case. I mean, we didn't even get a first down our first possession, and Newcastle did get one first down with their first possession, so we didn't start like we wanted. At the end of the first quarter, still 0-0, and then the second and third quarter put up 36 points. So, no, it was good second and third quarter for us.
Before I let these guys go, I want to talk one thing about just one of your guys here, and I know that this is a team effort, but the amount of improvement that Grayson Shields has made at the wide receiver position, even earlier this year, there were a lot of balls that were hitting him right in the numbers that were going down. He's snagging everything now and doing it on the dead run, and just has become an extremely versatile and tough receiver for you guys.
Yeah, he is a tough receiver for us. All through summer, we saw what he could do. I mean, he would just, when we were in camp and everything, just dicing up defenses, and so we knew that he had it in him. And
the ankle injury to boot.
Yeah, he's been, little injured this week with an ankle injury, but with that, he's a very versatile player, like you're talking about. We can put him in the backfield. He had a carry like a couple weeks ago and against Glenrock and goes for 50-some yards from the backfield, but just a very versatile player. We bring him in motion a ton. His long TD tonight, he got...
That was the big one I thought of the game.
He got hit right in the middle of the field and kept his feet and made a heck of a play for the end zone. So, no, great player. Glad he's on our side. He's great on defense, too.
Okay, guys, let him have it.
Well, I want to ask you one, Coach Steinmetz. You did a great job. You only left 38 seconds, I think, at the end of the first half after you scored. Come right out, second half, score again. What'd you tell them in the locker room?
The third quarter has to be ours, and I wrote the word unity up on the board, how we need to come together as one unit. We're just meshing a lot better, offense and defense, and talked about how on defense we needed to be undisciplined with our D linemen. Too many of those guys trying to make plays against this offense, and really they just need to plug up the O linemen, and then the linebackers come in and make tackles. But of course the D line can make plays also. But no, at halftime we talked about team unity, just becoming one unit and moving on, whether it's the offensive unit, defensive unit, but overall we're the Blazers. That's the unit we are.
Apparently it worked.
Yeah.
I think, as an outside looking in, looking at the season as a whole, you start off kind of a little rough patch there. Bighorn comes in. They seemingly go up big, and it's almost kind of like it's that breaking point. Either we got to bow our back and here we come. And it seems like ever since that point, the season, you guys have just been on a roll. You got down big. You come back. You have a chance to win that game. And from there on, it just seems like, wow, here we are on a roll and,
Yeah, Bighorn, long time ago. But, the one that kills us on that one is when we fumble on, the 1 foot line. That came back and haunted us at the end, and then, we get the onside in that game but couldn't capitalize with it. But, no, I was impressed right before half with our 2-minute offense. I think we got the ball with a little bit more than 2 minutes, and we drove, I think it was probably, 70, 80 yards in – not very many plays. Granted, a couple of them were big chunk plays, like a 30-yard pass, a 30-yard run. So, no, coming together. Still things to fix. We're going to point some things out on film on Monday to these boys and move on to our next opponent.
Take you back about 365 days. The three of us here sitting in a cold Newcastle booth, and thinking, boy, it doesn't really ever get lower than this, not making the playoffs into the demons are exercised from up north last year.
I thought about that a lot in the last 364 days, whatever. I don't even know if we were in press box. I think we were on the bleachers, guys.
Probably.
Yeah,
felt cold enough to be on the bleachers.
We didn't even get a booth. We didn't deserve a booth because we were not very good that night. But no, it's been it's haunted me all through the summer. Just how I wanted this game. I want every game, but and then holding them to a goose egg's pretty good stuff.
Okay, here we go. Time to shift gears. Playoff mode time next week right here, Wiseman Field. First of all, do you have any idea of when that game would start? Would you want this to be an afternoon affair, evening affair? What are you going to ask for?
I like 6 o'clock Friday night.
Yeah.
So
okay.
Yes, that's what I like. Yeah, early in the season I like 7 o'clock kickoffs. Later in the season I like 6 o'clock kickoffs. Cokeville or Lovell.
Okay.
So.
Okay. Still a possibility then that Lovell could be your opponent.
It could be.
Okay.
If I remember right. Yeah.
All right. Well,
Lyman won earlier to secure the 2 seed, I believe, right? Yeah. So I don't know how that's all panning out there. I told the boys that we have at least one game here. I mean, who knows? Wheatland's playing a little bit better than they were early in the season when they went over to Mountain View. So, I mean, they were holding Tongue River tight. I heard somebody saying. I think the announcer here, Mr. Meyer. So.
We'll have Lance look at it here real quick on his phone before we break up. But if it is who we think it is, and we think that it's the Cokeville Panthers, what a bizarre twist! 3 out of 4 years in Class 2A, 3 out of 4 years in Class 2A in the playoffs, Russell. And if it were to be the Cokeville Panthers coming to town, wow, that's just kind of bizarre. That team is getting used to coming to Torrington. That'll be a very formidable opponent for you, no doubt.
Yeah, absolutely. On to them. Whoever we got, we'll know later tonight, early in the morning, and go from there.
Okay, sounds good. We'll let you go. Great win tonight. Great way to cap off the regular season. Have a awesome week of practice, and we'll talk to you prior to the game Friday night.
Yes, thank you guys.
Okay.
Thanks, Coach.
So you guys were looking at scores over there. Where were you looking at there, Lance?
We'll get back where I was here. So it did have Tongue River was up on Wheatland in the fourth quarter, 14-7. I'm going to get down to the right scores here. Mountain View beat Kimmer 42-0. Bighorn 62, Burns 8. Tongue River is ahead 14-7 over Wheatland. Upton Sundance 22, Glenrock 0. And at the half, Lovell is up 21-13 over Thermopolis.
So some tight games out there, much to be decided. And of course, what we always tell you is make sure you tune in. Flip your dials over to 98.3 Kerm FM, 10:05 tonight. Tim Hurst in the high school football scoreboard show, as he will have all of that live at the studios at KGOS, KERM, to run through all of those scenarios for you to put everything in stone. So, well, thanks to both of you guys. We're going to have to keep this Monday Night Football three-man crew up as long as we can here. Might miss Bubba next week, it sounds like. So I don't know what we'll do without our Dennis Miller over there on the far side, but. No, that was a joke from Chris earlier this season. He goes, well, if we're going to do 3 of us, I don't want to be Dennis Miller. So I said, who does want to be? But great regular season, great turnaround from last year for this squad, no doubt about it.
And I think the exciting part right now for Torrington, really right now, as you look at the rankings and whatnot, Torrington's just now sneaking into the rankings, and I don't know if people are really – worried about Torrington, but they are playing some great football right now, and I think if the other people on the other side of the state aren't ready to go, Torrington's ready to go. They're big, they're physical, and they're playing well right now. I think they got a great shot as much as anybody.
Should be something. So make sure that you tune in next week. We think that this will be a 6 o'clock kickoff here from Wiseman Field next Friday night. That's what Coach wants, and usually what Coach wants, Coach gets. And so that's what we think is going to happen next Friday night. We think it'll be the Cokeville Panthers, just not quite sure yet. Tim will wrap all that one up on the sports show. Big thanks, John Gunn, back at the studios at Cinch Country KGOS. And so for Ryan Caith and Lance Petch, Grant Jones here reminding you once again of the final score. The Blazers shut out Newcastle in the final game of the regular season and march to the playoffs, hosting a playoff game next Friday night. Score tonight, 36-0 Blazers. Have yourselves a wonderful Wyoming weekend, everybody. We'll talk to you right here at Jim Wiseman Field next week. Back to the studios at Cinch Country.